Okay, I think I figured out what happened here. It's like every single time I try to, because I'm using OBS, and every single time I try to like, hook it all up, I'm like, yeah, it'll work, and it just doesn't do it. Okay, it says it's streaming. Okay, it says it's streaming, and even YouTube is like, yeah, you're streaming, it's fine. So, what am I supposed to guess here? Okay, what was the last thing you've actually heard me speak about? Oh my god, why do I have so many issues? You know the worst part about this is actually part of my job. Like I do streams on the internet and I don't know how to figure this shit out. Okay, alright. Yeah, hey guys, I am so sorry about that. I thought I knew what I was doing. I don't. I should get fired. Like, it's pretty wild. Hey Rhoda, how's it going again? Hey Omega, how are you? Yes, unfortunately, I have blonde hair. There's a little story about, there's a little story about the blonde hair though, because I'm trying to get it to white, so I'm only going to be blonde for a few months so it doesn't destroy the strands. Anyway, yeah, so what I was actually going to do, I was going to play a bunch of Lorne calls. I have to fish for them on the YouTubes, on the internet, and yeah, basically get that done, so we can have fun together, party, have a good time, and yeah, we can just talk about whatever. Like, my Skype's open. Call me up whenever you feel like it. It's all good. It's all good. We'll have a chat. Hey Hunter, how are you? Yeah, you can't control your lollipop. Yeah, nah, I feel that. Well, yeah, as I said, the only reason why I decided to stream today was because I saw other people who had significantly more stream today. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm just going to leech a little bit of that popularity, that attention, because I frankly need some. Oh, hey, y'all. Hey, TLI. Hey, y'all. Go and save some bars. Yeah, anyway. So, what we're going to do is I have a call I want to particularly play. It's called You're Getting an Abortion. So let me know if you can hear it. That'd be quite lovely. Good news. Kangaroo lady. Hey, yes. Oh, my kangaroos are not around today to save me from my depression. All right, I'm gonna press play. So this is a long call with Lorne, obviously, and Tiffany. Hi Rev, how are you? I think this is the first time I think I've seen you in this. Well, welcome to this little corner. It's pretty low quality, my channel. You're gonna lose your business. I'm actually kind of disappointed you didn't in your stream, TLI, when you didn't actually speak with your eyes like popping out of your head, like, I thumbs you down because of that. So anyway, let's continue this call. Hi.
I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
I said hi.
Want to tell me? I said I do. I just I 3 times.
I didn't hear you.
Hey y'all, it's Scarlett Ebony. How's it going?
How are you? Are you in a bad mood?
Sure.
Oh, is it low? Sorry.
Why?
That couples
now?
counseling thing royally.
Yeah, let me know like how, because I've just increased it. So because the thing is, I wanted to match kind of like my audio with the call, so it doesn't like, I don't talk too quietly and then I just blast your eardrums with the actual call. So just let me know how it goes. Yeah.
Pissed me off.
You got it.
We have to learn how to be co-parents. What better way than to have a professional help us with that? He's always going to be a part of my life. With the kids.
Alright, so just a touch lower. Okay. How about now?
Can't just shut him out. So we have to have a really strong relationship.
Okay.
It affects kids in a really negative way when their parents don't get along. They can sense that kind of stuff. There's a lot of tension.
I understand that. I lived through that my whole life. When
Exactly.
you said that, I didn't.
Every single time Lorne starts talking about how he's actually had kids. Oh wait, is that louder? For real? Oh, what the fuck? Okay, hang on. Okay. That was unusual. I'm so sorry about that. Okay. Oh, I think I know what I did. I pressed like spacebar and then it somehow maybe altered the volume maybe, I guess, question mark. Anyway, yeah, the point is, whenever Lorne starts talking about how he was around kids most of his life, that's kind of terrifying. It's hot up north today. Girl, Scarlett, I tell you what. Okay, guys, listen to this. I don't know about y'all, but like we got in the southern hemisphere, yeah. For those of you in the north, the weather is upside down. It's like not the weather. Sorry, the seasons are sort of like twisted around. So during the end of the year, we typically experience summer. And this particular summer has been a bit of a nightmare, especially for the Melburnians of this crowd. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The weather fluctuations have been pretty phenomenal. Yesterday we experienced about 41 degrees, during the day, and 41 degrees in Fahrenheit would be equivalent to closer to 100 in Fahrenheit. That's it, 100. And then tonight we're going to be expecting to experience 13 degrees. Isn't that lovely? That's about 50 degrees. It's going to be about 50 degrees. Welcome to Melbourne, and yeah, Scarlett, seriously, I hope you're surviving, because this is a nightmare, frankly, the Southern Hemisphere. I've loved kids ever since I was a kid. You know what? And you know, Hunter Crunch. I was just gonna say, like, I do believe, like, you know, when you're a kid, you're obviously going to be attracted to the same demographic that you're attracted to, and then as you get older, the demographic rises as well, that pool of attraction. But then for people like Lorne or pedophiles, it just remains the same. A lot of them tend to say, like, as I was getting older, the group of people that I was attracted to was still young, and and it's kind of terrifying. And do you reckon that Lorne was kind of one of those like really horny kids in class, like those really horny ones that who would like try to look up girls' skirts or whatever, you know, just shit like that. So I don't know. I bet he was trying, and he got bullied for it, which I'm okay with.
No, I thought you were telling me that you were going to dump me and go back to him.
Well, that's the problem, is when you start thinking, you make up shit.
Well, couples counseling. Oh, how much you?
Danka! Hey, girl. How are you? There's a story about him jacking off in the school bus, but I don't know if there's any truth to it. Actually, I actually added that scene in my Lorne novel. Well, he didn't really jerk off. He actually jacked off. He just got a hard on because he looked at a girl's fingernails. Because it sounds so crazy, it's almost believable. I thought you had dark hair. Oh, girl, stop it. Stop. No, seriously, keep going. I feed off of the compliments.
You think I'm going to take out of that?
All you had to do was ask. What does that mean?
Well, I pretty much thought I got my answer when you said couples counseling and wanted my input.
Right,
Why would you ask your boyfriend your input on?
You're sweating like a critter in a stink house. Sorry. Scarlett, you have the best lines. Oh my god. Oh my god. Are you that guy who's like a guy named Kevin? What's his name? The guy with the camera, and he goes in and he's like, can we go upstairs? And then it's just like a waterfall down his face. And I remember one particular video. It was one of the Predator videos that Mr. Gigi made, and he kind of like added a scene of the 2012 film, and there was like a scene where like there's like a tsunami coming over the waves and just like washing away the monastery. It was, and I'm like, no, Chris, no, stop. It was Ernest Timmons. Thank you. Happy 2021. Thank you. Yes, happy 2020. I was going to say happy 2012. Frankly, I think we should go back to 2012. Those days were so much easier. Because back then we were freaking out over an apocalypse. It didn't happen. And then last year we weren't freaking about an apocalypse, which did happen. So, huh.
I am asking your input. I want to know your input. That's really important to me too. I just want you to understand that he's always going to be a really important part of my life. There's nothing that I can do to avoid that. It's the same thing as if you had kids and their mother would have to be somebody really important.
I understand that. I don't understand why you want him on the phone too.
Are you never going to speak to him?
Well, I probably will, but with everything that's happened in the last 24 hours, the first time we actually get talk on the phone wouldn't be the best time for it to have him on the phone too.
Okay.
The first time we talk on the phone since all this, in the last 24 hours, since all the stuff that's happened, it's not the best time to put him on the phone too.
Okay. You're absolutely right. I don't know what I was thinking. I must have pregnancy brain already.
So you keeping the kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Exactly, Hunter Crunch. It wouldn't be a stream without a dog barking and a rain happening in the background. No, we have to have interference of all sorts.
I didn't know what you were doing. You hadn't told me anything yet. Didn't know what your thinking was. Nothing. Because obviously you've been out of loop in the last 24 hours.
Well, what do you want me to do? What would you want me to do?
I can't tell you what to do.
I'm not telling you
It's
to
really
tell me
not
what
up
to
to-
do. I'm asking what you want me to do.
It's not a fair.
The dog's name is Daisy, by the way. I was thinking today, isn't it sad that Lorne's only desperate shot at love is from from the women who know of and judge him for his crime? He stands at zero chance with any. Oh yeah, like what? Yeah, yeah, like it's his RSO induction is the most interesting thing about him. Yeah, like he's a very strange person, but like, okay, he's desperate. Okay, he's crafty with his desperation, and I don't mean he's not smart, but he can be clever. You know, because he knows that the catfishes or his perceived girlfriends only purely judge him for his crime, but he tries to use everything he possibly can against them, so he could probably leverage some of that guilt and be like, hey. Well, you know, you're talking to other guys even though we're in a relationship. So, yeah, you can say that I'm an RSO as much as you want, but you're the cheater here. So that's obvious, you know, like my crime was like 15 years ago, 12, 13, something like, supposed to be 13 years ago. And, you know, you're cheating right now. So you're the bad one here. I did my thing a long time ago. So anyway, he's fucked. He tries to manipulate. It's like, he's got nothing else on anyone else, and he's so desperate to manipulate people, but he can't even do that right. You know.
A thing for me to say.
Well, just say it.
I'm tossed completely because the kid wasn't made out of love. For one thing, you don't love him.
Clearly, you can only get pregs if you love the person that you're fucking. That's how it works, guys. Didn't you know that? Well, here's news.
But on the second hand, it's a life. So I'm completely lost on it.
Leo, we're all doing pretty damn well. I mean, I'm about the same. I'm always on the verge of tears. Every 10 minutes. So, yes, there you go. Yeah, imagine for a second, Lorne actually, he was with a woman who was pregnant. They hooked up and she was already pregnant. decided to have the kid, keep the kid, and all that. I think Lorne would be mega abusive to that child. It would be like he'd be like Christian Grey, who's like, I'm not ready to share you with your own kid. He would blame the child for taking his woman's attention away from him. That's how insane he is. He's a pass on this storyline. No wonder Lorne's never had kids, despite being a male slut. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, clearly, yeah, obviously, being, yeah, he's had Tanka, you misunderstand. He's had a bunch of one night stands repeatedly with multiple people that he's had feelings for. I think he's shooting blanks, honestly. That's just my opinion.
Okay, so you've obviously been thinking about it all this time. If there was a perfect world, what would you have me do at this point?
If it was a perfect world, then we wanted you to not sleep with them. Still there?
Debbie.
Okay. What was that?
Okay. Yeah, Lorne isn't spun. He's just naturally manipulative, like a 3-year-old who yells and screams and cries to get their own way. Most people grow out of that behavior. Yeah. Yeah, that's just part of it. Like I remember some time ago I did a video where I was exploring what kind of disorder Lorne may have, and he likely fits the criteria of a narcissist, but he's like a combination of covert and grandiose, and it's like the manipulation is just it's the only thing they've really got to get anywhere in from other people, and of course there are some narcissists who are quite smart, and others who are not. And Lorne, thankfully, is not one of them. Jesus Christ, can you imagine if he was smart? Fuck, scary. Yeah, you're right, especially if it's a male child. Yeah, he'd get mad. Yeah, he gets super jealous, yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, Hunter, like if it was a female child, feelings would be different, but still disgusting. A one-night stand won't take all night. Well, under Lorne assumes that one-night stands require from literally dawn to dusk. So not dawn to no, the other way, dusk to dawn. That's the one. Yeah. Let's not equate Lorne with one-night stands and the possibility of some of his swamp spawn out of there. I'm not sure though. I don't know. I mean, like, I don't think he's ever had the ability to have children. You know, I think his sperm are not very, like, they're damaged essentially. Like, I mean, even when he was in his heyday of being a male slut. So I think, yeah, I don't think anything would have happened. The sperm would have just started fighting with each other and like started accusing the egg for talking to the other sperm and being like, who the fuck you talking to? And then just, you know, I don't know. But look, even if, okay, hypothetically speaking, right? Like, okay, let bear with me on this one. If Lorne did actually have a kid, right? I hope, and I really want to imagine that child is, you know, like, I don't know, a doctor or, somebody who, a social worker or somebody who, is a huge boon on society. That's the whole, like, I really wish that. Even his sperms are jealous of other sperms. Exactly. I can imagine that. I can imagine the other sperms just like fighting each other, and then they just, Anyway, let's get back to the call. I completely digressed.
Yeah.
Where's my water?
Sorry, baby, you alright? Talk to me. I know it's hard on you, too. I mean, I really know it's hard on you. It's harder on you than it is me.
It's a sip of weak coffee.
I don't want it to be hard on you.
Well, it is.
I know.
Whoa. Okay. Hang on. Hold up. What's the timeline here? Because so she was pregnant, but Lorne, like, she got pregnant with somebody else's kid, and Lorne was interested. Were they in a relationship? Like, was she and Lorne in a relationship? Because Lorne seems to be really, like, invested. I mean, he's always super invested, right? But it's just a little odd, because I thought he'd be, like, a bit more aggressive and a bit more, like, freaky outy, them words, my vocab. So I'm just thinking, like, well, what's the chronology here? Sounds like Casey. Oh, it's a Casey call? Okay. All right. Oh, and this call is where Tiffany starts to lose it for some reason. This is okay. Gotcha. All right, cool. I just wanted to make sure what the situation. But the thing is, like, he was still interested in her, but then how could he not be so mad that she is pregnant with another person's kid? You know what I mean? Like, what's the... hey, Kelpie! How are you? Oh, hey, Trent, how's it going? Amber originally wanted the father to be Casey's. Oh. Shit. Oh. Oh, God. Oh.
I'm so sorry. My dog just burped. Sorry about that. It is really hard on me.
Yeah, it sounds like it, Hunter Crunch. Okay.
It's not easy to...
Sorry. Okay. Paul was supposed to be super bad. But why does a character have to be? Why come up with a character that's worse than Lorne? Like, what's the point of that? Is it just to see how he would react? I mean, because we already know that he would try to leverage that over, you know, like try to show his more positive traits over the other person, the other character who's obviously more negative. So it's like, I'm just thinking, like, what was the point of that? Lorne is the main villain of the story. Keep it, you know. But hey, I don't know. Oh, hey, Gorilla Spawn, how's it going? Betty! Hey, Betty, how are you? Oh, God, yes, Lorne's dad. Where have you been, Lorne's dad? This is your fault, okay? This is terrible. I told her no, Chris Hansen's a slayer. Hey, Kingpin, how are you? Sorry. All right, now, what did you say last tanker? I showed the Holy Grail footage to a complete newbie, and one of the first questions she asked after is this guy a virgin? I can see how someone may think that initially. However, it could take, you know, I am no longer subscribed to the idea that Lorne is in fact a virgin. I know I have betrayed. I betray all the time. You know, that's just what I do. But yes, Poop Frog, how are you? Hey, mate. Hello, mates. Hey, hey, y'all. I've watched your videos since you used to stream with the mask on. I can get that mask right now. I could totally get that. Anyway, let's continue with this call. Thanks, Betty.
What are you laughing at?
Okay. All right. The fact that Tiffany just starts losing her shit just because her dog was burped, yeah, that's pretty funny. You try to be serious, like when you try to be serious in a situation and something funny and unexpected happens, it's just the humor is much larger than it needs to be. And yes, Scarlett, I was wearing masks before they were cool. The only reason I stopped wearing those masks is because I used to sweat like a motherfucker underneath them. So I stopped because she was, yeah. Lorne is threatened by laughter that isn't because of or at him. Serious. Yeah, I reckon he is actually, Tanker. To be honest, he's like, oh, he is a type that likes to dictate the emotional situation of a room, which is pretty fucking typical of a narcissist. Just saying. Why was multiple times? Who knows why certain things were decided, but it's super cringy. Right, yeah, it's... I don't know, man, like... okay, if I was in the... if I had the ability to talk to Lorne or, like, do a catfish troll on him, I would probably do it as a psychological art experiment. But I wouldn't, I would have like a whole storyboard planned out and be like, okay, so this is what happens in this scene. Phase 1, these are the characters. This is how they talk to each other. Phase 2, if he reacts like this, activate phase 2, and then it just, you do a thing there, and then you create a whole story. But you have an ending. You know what I mean? You have like from start to finish. So, right, yeah, exactly. Yes, used to say you used to get away too long. Thank you, Lorne's dad. Thank you. Yeah, Ember has done a lot of questionable things, and a lot of things yeah. Well, I mean, it's a strange time to be, to be in this community, and just a strange time in general. We're in a very, very strange times. Yes. I wonder, has there ever been a long call where Casey Winnie Debbie was on the phone with him, constantly distracted by a guy in the background? I hope so. I am a fan of the ghosts, of the going like ooh, ooh, the Michael Jacksons. Nice to see you. I live this community. Yeah. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. Thank you. If you were to catfish Lorne, is there a particular scenario you would like to see him react to? Kill Bill! You asking the hard questions, girl, but I love it. Okay. Let's continue with the call, and let me think about it. All right. Just hey, generic black and white male. Hello. How's it going? Anyway, yeah. Let me think about this one. All right. Let's go.
Hello. Are you laughing or crying? I can't tell. Okay, nobody can tell you're crying. Okay.
Yeah, Lorne, she's fucking crying, okay? She, the stifled laughter gave it away, you fuckwit.
I love you. Baby.
I want to see him in space, like convince me he's been selected to go to space. Poop frog. I can't believe it. That is the perfect thing. Oh, you know what? Hang on a minute. Okay, the perfect thing to react to. Like, he's okay. Either he's been selected to go to space, to go to Mars, or I don't know. I just want to do something with communism. I would like to create like a okay. So I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking like the catfish has become a full blown like communist. Nothing against communists, by the way. I just want to put that out there. But just like a full blown like communist, and it just to see how far they could actually manipulate him to becoming a communist. But he would agree, you know, if he can get, that's not really a good scenario. I need more time to think about this. I need, yeah, he's so intuitive. Yeah, he's so intuitive. Exactly. What an empath. Am I right, Poop Frog? What's in the pipe, Trent? Tobacco. A bit of a weird topic, but I think the nicest thing about Lorne is his name. Does anyone else feel that Lorne is... Oh my god! Space is the best one. Oh my god. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt the last tanker, but I think Armstrong, space, it just goes together. You know, he might change, he might have to... We will get another Armstrong in space. By God, we will... She's smoking crack. Shut the fuck up. I don't do that anymore. And no, yeah, but I want to see Lorne actually, you know, become one of the other Armstrongs that ended up in space. Yes, that's just a dream of mine. If I had a dream, that would be the dream. Convince Lorne to become an atheist. He'd betray his God for breeds. Far out, girl. Absolutely. He would be screaming Hail Satan by the end of it, let me tell you. That would be pretty fun. Anyway.
Maybe.
I'm so sorry.
It's gonna be all right.
The moon landing was a hoax. Yeah. I get that. Like, but wait a minute. Hang on. I'm thinking right now. All right, hang on. What if we can get like Lorne to stage a scene of him like being on Mars or something like that, like, you know, and send it to I don't know. Or even better, like the catfishers can, like, you know, put on a full astronaut sort of suit and like go into a random red desert, or just cover the ground in red sand and everything, and just be like, I'm on Mars, Lorne. We have internet here.
Be sorry.
Are you sure about that?
If he harnessed the powers of his astronaut, it's just like in space. I can hear you cry.
Are you sure?
Girl.
I'm not sure about what.
Are you sure everything's going to be all right?
Yeah, I'm sure. Have you thought about not having it?
What do you mean? Not having an adoption?
Yeah, having an adoption. What do you mean, Lorne? Say it. Say the word. Yeah. Given how much he judged people for being atheists, I wonder what would happen if a catfish told him he'd only... Yeah. Oh yeah, Hunter, 100%. He would drop his Baptist upbringing for the chance of seeing the sweet fee. Xenomorph Lorne. I could see him as being a face hugger. Yeah, just like, you know, with his crooked penis, just like going like, whoa, and his legs wrap around another person's head and just sticks his bent dick in that person's mouth. I don't know why. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to put that into people's heads, but maybe I did. Hey, Erodo, how are you? Thank you. Yeah, I'm just getting towards the white hair. Don't worry, this is only temporary.
What was that?
Why? Why do I so fucking cry? Can you hear that? I can hear that. Oh fuck. Okay. I would. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to play the call, but your guys' comments are the best. I live for this. Your comments is my crack. Okay. I would love to convince Lorne to be a paranoid prepper, sorry, and get him to move to Montana, or get Lorne to participate in a seance with Spirit of Smoke. He can say what a piece of shit he is. Yes, that is exactly what I wanted. You know, like, there's so many great ideas. Like, yeah, because, like, he would, but didn't he already kind of participate in it? Oh, no, but yeah, he would actually participate in a seance to summon the spirit of Smokey. Yes. And, and then somebody in the background can pretend to be Smokey's spirit and be like, and they're like, meow, meow, fuck you, Lorne, meow. Anyway.
That's my dog.
Oh.
Sorry. They're just, everyone's kind of crazy around here.
Well, what have you thought about? You haven't told me anything yet.
I've just thought about what am I supposed to do?
Sorry, yeah, and the name of that call will be Smokey's Revenge, exactly, Kelpill. You're moving to Montana to be closer to Lorne. That's kind of cool, actually. Someone could be the spirit of Tony Wheel. Oh my God! Someone could be the spirit of Tony Wheels. All right, you guys, this is great. Okay, we need to talk to him immediately. I would want to send Lorne on a wild goose chase where he thinks he's driving across several states on his way to rescue his girlfriend. It happened to Christian. We can even call her July. Yes. Yeah. But we can get a spirit of Tony Wheels Farmer to, say like, oh, rescue Julie, your girlfriend. That is literally the name of his gravestone. Is it really? Are you serious? TLI? Is that? That's pretty wild. And that's funny. That's very funny. I wish to chord someone could find the call where Tio Brujo brings Ruoto's soul. Oh yeah. Stuff. Yeah, I've heard that one. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this right now, Erod. Like, please don't judge me, okay? But I listened to that call and I was a bit bored. It wasn't as like fun as I thought it was gonna be. You know what I mean? Like, I just didn't. It didn't really hit all the right spots. Maybe I was listening on the wrong day. That could be it. Tiffany laughing makes me think she was hearing the seriousness of he's taking this and she can't believe it can. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. I'm 97% sure there's a Harley Davidson logo on it, unless I dreamed that. That is a dream, though, isn't it, TLI? It is a massive dream. Okay, anyway, let's continue with the call. Come on. We've got 15 minutes. There we go.
I've thought about,
It gets dark in the end.
am I supposed to keep this baby? I don't feel like I can just, I don't know. I've had so many thoughts and feelings. There's always abortion so that I don't get fat for you, because I know you would be upset about that. And of course my boobs would get bigger, and you already told me that that's ugly.
Huh?
My boobs.
What? What do you mean? And yeah, do you reckon he'd like get really unattracted to somebody who was like pregnant? I think he would. I think he'd be like, oh, gross. Like he'd freak out. I think he would. He's that type of guy. He'd be like, nah. Oh, he's that type of guy who wouldn't bang his pregnant partner just in case it might hurt the baby. I think. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think he'd do that? I think he'd just take the rocky road. Honestly, for some reason, I felt the same way about that call. In theory, it should have been a bit more hilarious, but it was just a very I don't know. It was a bit like I mean, if Kelpill, if it got darker in the end, I'll definitely skip to the end. But it was just I didn't really feel. I wasn't really engaged. I didn't really feel much of the story. So I enjoy it because of Lorne Weeksaw's profession of faith when he when he was confronted with Satan. I truly believe in quad. That was the boldest he could get. Yeah. Pretty. Yeah. His level of spirituality is that of a potato. He is afraid the baby would see it in person, conscious type person. yeah, the baby might like open its eye and be like, what the fuck is that coming at me? Yeah, no. Actually, I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I'll continue the call. 1 sec.
Boobs would get bigger, and you already told me that that's ugly.
That thing's ugly. Ain't nothing ugly about it. Ain't nothing is ugly about your boobs. I don't know where
You told me
get
that.
your boobs are ugly. There's no part on you that is ugly. Stop thinking that there is, because there isn't.
You
I
said
love every
before
part
that
of you.
you said before that you liked small boobs better because then you could pay more attention to the face.
It doesn't matter. I pay attention to the person. The person is what I pay attention to. I think you're beautiful anyway. Are you laughing or crying? I'm like completely lost
crying.
here.
I'm crying.
Well, it sounds like you're laughing to me.
I'm sorry.
So what's funny?
Nothing's funny. Nothing's funny. All right. I've had a couple of drinks.
You're laughing.
I had a couple of drinks.
You've had a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
So when did that start?
This morning.
Oh, fucking great. How many drinks is a couple of drinks?
I don't really know. I
Sorry.
don't remember.
Okay.
What did you have to drink
Okay.
with?
All right. Sorry about that. Did I miss anything? Okay, hey, who the fuck you talking to? 6 months short to fucking hell. Exactly. Wait, I have missed something pretty severe. Okay, why don't you take us with you? What are you hiding? Well, Kelp, I'm afraid there are just certain things about me that I don't think anybody ever needs to see. So, all the garden mirrors. Yeah, hang on, where are they? Yeah, there we go. They're out there so I can see more of myself when I come out here. So I just need mirrors everywhere. It's just, Lorne is so insincere. He suffers from a singular problem to Christianity. He's pre-programmed to recite things he hears on TV because there are words typical of a good person. Right, yeah, he just copy-pastes what he thinks a good person would say and do in a situation like this. And, or any tense situation. You missed Tiff having a laughing fit. Okay, good. I'm glad. But he's just so disingenuous, and that's a weird. Like the only time he's really genuine is when he's freaking out of losing his favorite toy. You know. It's my narcissism corner, girl. TLI. Let me tell you, like the corner, the narcissism corner is everywhere, all around this house. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue.
Mostly myself.
Well,
Nick.
and
That's it.
none with your ex or your husband, whatever you.
He's not here. He's not here. I told you where he's at.
He's avoiding me all day so you could drink.
Fucking kidding me.
I was really stressed out, and you were mad.
I was mad. I was leaving you alone so you could think.
Well, I was thinking that you were mad. You didn't tell me not to. I didn't know not to. I just wanted it
I
to...
told you before, you call me and text me anytime that you want. You don't need to ask. Doesn't matter if I'm mad or not.
Yeah, CTP. Yeah, that it's definitely. I mean, yeah. You know what I want? I want to have Gandalf's pipe that goes like all the way, like it curves. It's just like, you have to smoke it like this, like the stretch your arm out. And yeah, I want that.
I'm always going to answer your call.
I know.
And I'm not going to leave you hanging if you text me. Unless I'm in a position where I really can't text.
Well, think rhymes with drink, so I went with drink.
Huh?
Think rhymes with drink, so I went with drink this time.
The same time you went to drink, you went to drink.
No, think rhymes with the drink.
And dink. You forgot that bit.
Right?
Yeah, the I-N-K does. Not the D-I and the T-H.
What?
Well,
What are you saying, Lorne?
right, because if it did, then it would be the same word, and it wouldn't be a rhyme.
There you go.
Right.
I feel you. I feel you, Tiff. Like seriously, like that. This is frustrating. He can't hear anything. He can't hear a damn thing. It's like what? The what? Geez, I can hear how bored Tiffany is in this call. She's needing to create her own entertainment. Okay, yeah, seriously, Lorne is one of the most. He's so aggressively boring. I was listening to him tell a story. I think did I just mention this, or maybe I just dreamt it. I can't remember. But yeah, I was listening to him tell a story about Amanda James. That's it. And one of the calls he was talking about Amanda James and how he like hacked into her email, and when he hacked into an email, he saw messages that she was talking to other dudes, and just the way he was telling it, I wanted to just walk into a screwdriver, you know. Aliens where? Don't you be talking about aliens, let me tell you. Lorne the poet doesn't understand how rhyming words work. Yeah. Exactly, yeah. I can't fathom the patience it would require to talk to Lorne. He is so boring, can't hear for shit, and yet demands to be on the phone to me. Right, who can, that's so strange. That's so, wait, if he was with somebody, like in person, yeah, do you reckon he would, want to be around his partner literally 24/7, even, do you reckon he'd want to be on the phone with his partner while he's at work? I think he would. Yeah, he's definitely the type. Dude can't, yeah, he can't rhyme, but he wanted to be in country music. Exactly. Right.
I'll explain rhyming to you when I explain it to my children.
You what?
Nothing.
Did you go to work at all today?
No.
Why'd you tell me you were leaving the studio soon?
Well, I stopped by. I didn't actually work. I always have to stop by. I have to make sure everything's okay.
Tanka, seriously, if Lorne was told a story about a fucking UFO landing in his garden, and then the Pope walking out of the actual ship and being like, "Yo, Chief," he would be it would, you know, the way he would tell it, it would be just one of the most dull, the dumbest thing. It would be he would bore everyone to the point of like, the guy is a fucking vampire. I don't know, man. He's an energy vampire. He makes things boring. Come here, cat. They want to see you. Cookie. Come here, you little shit. Come here. Come here. Fucking hell, cat. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, he'd make it stupid, right? Cookie.
Tell me what you thought about.
I thought about how mad you were going to be. And how you would feel knowing that my egg has another man's sperm in it, and it's making a baby.
Yeah, and that's what's been bothering me.
My egg has another man's sperm in it, and it's making a baby. I mean, that could sound really hot in the right context. But the way that weirds me out. You know, the way, you know, it was put forth. Fucking hell, cat. Hang on. My egg has another man's sperm. Yeah.
Oh, these dogs. Sorry about that. I'm starting to...
He's a kind of guy to poop with the bathroom door open, just so he wouldn't have to be away from his woman and expect the same from her. Yeah, he really is. I think, you know, it's interesting. Like, I think he's the type, yeah, he would want to hold hands with her while doing a number two, and he'd be like, I would never fucking leave you. I never fucking leave you. Do you reckon he'd want to get her to wipe? Like, in the... this was discussed in TLI stream, but when it's just like, wouldn't it be funny if you just like wipe my ass after I was done? Hi, girlfriend. How funny would that be? It's gross. I think he'd actually be into that. What are we to think, Melina? You're not naked. There's no kid. You're chasing the cat around. Exactly. Yeah. I'm actually not wearing clothes right now. Yeah. How did you know? That's incredible. He'd reward she was talking to someone else when the door was closed. Right. Yeah. Like, oh Jesus. I just keep thinking about when, if he were, because he wanted to hook up with Rhoda while Winnie was still in the shower. Because that's what he would do, you know.
sober up a little bit.
Huh?
I'm starting to sober up a little bit. I don't feel that well, but I can't tell
Sober up from what?
if it's the baby or the alcohol.
If you get an abortion, then the sooner the better.
I've been there before. My sister had a boyfriend who picked the lock on the bathroom door and let himself in when she was in the shower. I've done that before. It was at a friend's house, so you know, and it was fine. I mean, they screamed, but you know, I let myself in. I needed to use their sink. Would Lorne insist her partner wear an ankle bracelet and a body cam whenever? Yeah, I think so. He's that kind of guy. He's like, well, I'm gonna strap a GoPro to your head just to make sure you're not fucking cheating on me. And yeah, like, and then like have one of those wireless ankle bracelets that would just start vibrate, like like the shock collar, right? It would start shocking her around the foot if she went beyond certain, like, I don't know, 500 yards from the house or from the trailer. That's how you kidnap somebody, I guess.
So baby don't feel anything.
When does a baby start to feel something?
I don't know. I've watched.
Yes, Lorne, tell us about your wisdom when it comes to the reproductive cycle. Yes, Lorne.
Stuff on TV before, but I can't remember what you said.
What if I named him Lorne, if I have a boy?
Yeah,
Whoa.
like the father would go for that. And it
Am I?
wouldn't be my kid. I would be my kid. I wouldn't want you to do that.
Wait, did he say he wouldn't... Wait, he said he wouldn't want her to name the kid Lorne because it wouldn't be his kid. So he would want like a Lorne Jr.? It's Lorne's Science Corner, yeah. Welcome to another episode of Lorne talking about science. Here, something to learn here, boys and girls. She broke up with him, which he would install a locator transmitter on her car, absolutely. She broke up with him, which I encouraged because she would never meet anyone more obsessed with her dad. Whoa! Erodo, that's a crazy story. They do that in England, like you guys put government on a shock collar. Poop frog, I'm from Australia, and yes, we do that too. Lorne should have to wear the shotgun collar from Tip for the rest of his life. You know, yeah. I mean, what? Oh, the reverse bear trap. That'd be pretty sweet. Hillbilly science of Lorne. If you got a wart on your knee, you should rub some battery acid on it. It'll go away. Yeah, it creates a horrific scar, and the wart does come back, but you won't have the wart for quite a while. Lorne would drive his girlfriend Lorne would drive to his girlfriend's house in the middle of the night to make sure she's actually sleeping. Yeah. Oh, you know what he would have? He would have one of those baby monitors installed at her place. Just be like listening in. It's like, is she bringing anybody home? I hear a man's name. It's like, who was dad and why is he calling you at this time of night? Lorne brought the copyright on his name. No one else is allowed to be named yet. Yeah, you know what? I think in this community, it would be very unfortunate that anybody was named Lorne. And
Oh. So you're not going to like the kid?
No, the kid didn't do anything.
That's very sweet of you to say, Lorne.
So you're not going to like me then? Because I did something.
I'm gonna love you. I can't blame you for anything because it was before. You're something before you and I ever got together. So I can't blame you for anything.
How dare you not be a virgin before I got to you? I love the way he says it, before I got to you.
I can be upset about it, but I can't blame you. I can't be mad at you about it.
Okay, it's just I can't be mad at you about it, but it's kind of like saying I might be though. I might be mad at you about that. He's just fucking honest. You know, let me rephrase that. Lorne lies a lot, obviously. However, the choice of words kind of gives you a clearer sense and picture of what the honesty is. Like he's like, I can't be mad at you, but it doesn't mean he doesn't say I won't be mad at you. He says I can't be mad. But you know, well, talking about kids always makes me feel uncomfortable. Yeah, I'm sorry, Hunter Crunch. It's a freaky ass call, you know. Lorne loves kids. Yeah, he protects children. What was it? Mr. Penis protects children. Oh my god, that's fuck me dead. Okay.
Just be wrong for me to do that. I can't hold it against you. I'm not gonna hold it against you. Unless we had already met and you had cheated on me.
So you want me to have an abortion then?
Oh, hey KD Kev, how's it going? What's the story here anyway? What's the circumstance? Why is Lorne even talking to Casey if she got knocked up by another man? Is he really that much of a beater? Well, as far as I know, Tanka, it seems like Casey was put in a very bad situation by her, by Paul. This is the Casey character, right? Yeah. And she fell pregnant. How far, Tavarico, how far is New Zealand from Australia? Well, we're close enough to throw beer cans at each other. Which is an annual sport that we do every year. Hence being anal. He is that much of a beta. Tanka, like, look, he will only... Lorne is a type of person that would put his foot down on his girl cheating. He'd be like, look, he may leave her if she got pregnant by another dude. He may leave her. I genuinely believe that.
I want you to do what you want to do. I'm behind you on whatever you want to do. I'm just telling you that if you are going to have an abortion, then you want to do it ASAP.
And why is that, Lorne? What's up?
Well, I'm worried about getting fat because then you're gonna not like me.
Oh, the pregnancy she's talking with Lorne about is her ex-husband, I think. Her other two kids were Paul's. Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Following. Thanks for that, Kelpill. Yeah, look, we're listening to conversations. We're listening to the calls with conversations that are happening midway to the very end. So it's very, very difficult to kind of paint a chronology here in the story, which is something. If I had the ability to talk to Lorne, I would give like the full picture, the full spectrum. I'd be like, all right, here's a start, here's a finish. There's no context. The context is in the call itself. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. If you vote for me,
More.
I would have not liked you if you got fat.
Kelp, if you could make a master timeline, I will send you breed pics and marriage proposals 1,000%.
That has
Because
nothing to do with me loving you. I still love you even if you got fat.
Okay, what's fat? By the way, actually, I'm curious now. I'm really curious. So what's fat in Lorne's world? What does that mean? I'm curious. What does that mean? Is that somebody who's 150 pounds? You know, in going by the imperial system, measurement system. Is that somebody who's 200 pounds? Is that someone who's 250 pounds? What is fat to? He's never described what fat is to Lorne. He's never described. I bet if you can't, this is what I'm thinking. Yeah, I think if he can't see the vagine straight on, then then in his mind it'll be fat. That's what I think. That's what I genuinely believe. Oh, he's so sweet. Yeah. Kelp. yes. We're locking it in. I will send you breed pics and marriage proposals as well. That's so magnanimous coming from Lorne, the men's physique bodybuilder champion. Exactly. Anyone larger than a 13-year-old is about here. Fat to Lorne is above 18, turns around the sun. He's fucked, you know. Oh shit, what? My battery's running low. Hang on. Uh-oh. Hang on. Sorry.
Another problem is I gotta take into consideration the father's feelings.
Why isn't it working?
do you have room for a nursery in your house?
Yeah.
Do you have room for a nursery in your house?
Trailer. Tiff. Trailer. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot I actually didn't turn my charger on my laptop. So this whole stream would have ended within seconds. So I'm that great. Okay. Yeah, no, seriously.
No, there's room for anything I want in my house. All I gotta do is add on.
Okay.
I can make miracles work here.
I could make miracles work here. Make miracles, Lorne. You can't build a fucking roof. Doesn't he have like no walls left in his house? It's basically just a roof with a bunch of beams just holding it up barely. My guy he can work miracles. Yeah, he has a trailer with a bedroom with a walk-in closet, if that. I bet he doesn't even have walls in his own bedroom. I bet everyone will be able to see his, body around. Oh, actually, I was just thinking, like, would he walk around naked now that he doesn't have any walls left? I bet he would. He's that kind of person. he would definitely still walk around without, like, you know, naked, without any kind of walls around. I'm putting money on that one. With my women, I can work miracles. Hunter Crunch, I believe if he had a harem, he would definitely make it. Can you imagine?
Guys don't like fat chicks.
Huh?
Guys don't like fat chicks.
Guys don't like fat chicks?
No.
I've dated a fat chick before.
You did?
I don't like the way he said that. I don't like the way he said it. It's like, oh well, you know, I did it. Why would he say that? Like, that's so gross and disrespectful. Yeah, lawmaking to 50 is a miracle in itself. Yes. Hey Kevin, how's it going? He would demand his future girlfriend walk around naked for sure. Yeah. Oh, for sure. She would be. He would burn all her clothes. Because why would she need to leave the house for anything? You know, he's the breadwinner. He can, he has to be the one, like wearing the clothes, doing the work, and leave. I can definitely see that. Yeah, he'd be like, oh, why do you need your fucking clothes? Or who are you talking to? Then you need to go out for. That he would do that. Lorne having a woman in the first place would be a miracle. That reality would crumble into nothing. Yeah, I think that at that point, Scarlet, the planet would just implode. We would just meet. We would slam into another star, and everything that is human race it will be gone within like that. Which I'm fine with, to be honest. Your mom doesn't count, Lorne. That's not dating exactly.
I thought
Who
she
is
was
that?
real awesome. It was a very short dating thing, but
Did you know about it?
because I met Paula right after I went on like 2 dates with her. Slept with her.
Stop with that.
Oh, so it was a one-night
So she
stand.
was- Well, if I was, it was pretty much a one-night stand. But if I was smart, I would have stuck with her. And if I would have known what Paula was like, then I would have stuck with her. Her name was Carrie, and she was a very nice woman. She was a very nice person. She was better than Paula. It's too bad I didn't know that back then. And I wouldn't have been for so many years.
He's only, yeah, I mean, he would only stick by, yeah, he's only regretting it now because, wait a minute, fuck, I'm a bit lost, like, because I'm just thinking, like, yeah, he wouldn't have been with anybody. Yeah, so what the hell is he talking about? Like, oh, I would stick with her. Let's just pretend for a second that there was somebody in Lorne's life that he was, with. I don't think, he only regrets not being with her because if he may not have left Maine, he may have not done all, maybe he would have, I don't know. Actually, I'm just thinking, if Lorne actually was with somebody before everything happened, right? Before he left Nashville, before would he have done any of the shit that he did if he was with somebody? Maybe he would have. I don't know. What do you guys think? You never dated Paul. I know, Hunter. No, that he was in his mind they were in a relationship, which is fucking psychotic. Yeah, Paula was stalked by him, Tobacco. Saying that he was a psycho who had stalked her and had to get a restraining order. I think that might have been another person. Nikki, I think, maybe. Yeah, Nikki. That's it. He and Paula were getting ready to start dating. Sorry. Yeah, you're right, Kelpil. They were preparing. They were putting their suits on to start dating each other. Which is a very strange thing to think about. How can you get ready to date? You know what I mean? How can two people get ready to, when they're like, Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Still not Paula's fault. I thought we talked about that.
I know. But it's taken years for me to realize it.
They were engaged to be dating, exactly. Well, there might as well be an engagement to Lorne. Like, you start dating, you might as well. It's about as good as having a marriage certificate, right? He also stalked and harassed his landlady in Washington State. What? Aerodo? Girl, is that? Are you spitting facts? That's wild. I bet that. Yeah. He was sending fucking love letters to a god. Like, nobody is off limits to Lorne. Nobody. Can't understand.
Oh, well.
I was naive to how people are. That's all you're getting, little girl.
Is that what you're going to say to me?
No.
You practicing?
No. No, she's been out there constantly sniffing her bowl today. It's out of whack for her. She'll come out here and bug me for a treat or to eat.
Hunter Crunch. I bet he was beaten up by the guards after he gave the guard his love letter. And yeah, this biscuit talk. We're doing the biscuit talk now. Yeah. Lorne and Paul plan to start dating at 19. Yeah, that's when they were doing. That was going to be their anniversary. Pacer. Eh? What do you mean Pacer? Sorry, I'm not sure what you guys mean, Aerodo and Kelpill. He got sent to the whole Hunter Crunch. Yeah, he got... Oh, that's right! Yeah, he got sent to isolation. Yeah. Because, yes, he needs to be isolated from everybody, which he kind of already is, even though, should be a little bit more isolated, isolated in the realms of death. He eventually had to cut it off with his landlord because she was the only... exactly. Yeah, right. Yeah. Betty, yeah, exactly. The landlady only wanted his money, not his love. Fuck me dead. Seriously, that is insane. Why is my cat looking like he's dead? Cookie! Anyway.
She knows when it's supper
He's lying down on his back and his legs are stretched out like this, in the sun.
time or when it's breakfast time. And today she came out early and wanted to eat.
Hunter Crunch. Lorne been practicing social distancing since 2007, yes. Hey, Night Driver, how's it going? I thought you had blonde hair. Yeah, I thought I had blonde hair too, but yeah, it's getting lighter. It's getting lighter.
Go ahead and feed her earlier. Just give them both a biscuit.
Biscuit.
And she still wouldn't stop bugging me.
Oh.
Finally at 4 o'clock my time, I said, okay, supper time.
Oh, the lawsuit that the landlady won is listed on Pacer. Oh, okay, cool. I should look that up. Oh, I should. That'll be a bit fun.
So I fed her, and then she still bugged me. What the hell is going on with her? Yesterday, she didn't want to have these at all.
Can I call you right back in 2 minutes?
Yes, you can.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'll call you back.
Okay.
All right, bye.
Okay.
Okay, that's probably the politest that she's ever been when she K-bite him. It's typically it's like can't go now, bye. That was probably the politest she's ever been. She's like, can I go now? Can I call you back, Lorne? Yeah, so that's the end of the call. 23 minutes and 30 seconds. 36 seconds. So yeah, that was that call. But don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I have another one lined up. This one in particular will be. Okay. So seriously, guys, if you all right. So this, you know about my situation with the calls. I had them once upon a time, and they were wiped. When I tried to get them again, they were gone. So I had to mine for other calls on other channels, other YouTube channels. This particular call is from Victor Dan. So this is from his channel, and yeah, like if Victor Dan is in the chat, can I, sorry, and also can I please use it, and let me know if that's okay. I guess if anyone has a problem with me using this call, just like seriously, let me know. But there you go. We love Victor Dan. Okay. All right, so this particular call is called Lorne, Armstrong, and Tiffany read the Holy Lornography. So let's join us.
I am ready when you are. Go ahead.
Hi. ASL, please.
Hi. 13 female Kentucky.
Wow, you're just a young one, huh?
Sting, yeah. And by the way, Sting, it's great to see you, man. I'm a big fan of your music. Yeah. So, the Amanda James story does not make any sense. That's just a fat fact. I do think, yeah, he left because of the legal. Because Lorne runs because of all the legal shit, you know. Yeah, will do. Yeah. So it's the Amanda thing, I don't know why he didn't say that to Chris Hansen. Oh, because he wanted to be the victim, right? Not because of his bullshit, that, he didn't want to tell a potential cop that, he had a lawsuit against him. So he just came up with a bullshit story of Amanda James. Do you reckon he actually, came up with that on the spot? Or was this, he heard about it, Amanda James sometime, and, spoke to him a couple times and was like, she's my girlfriend now?
Rose, a little cutie too. If you know where to talk to you, sweetheart, you can talk to me. I'm a good guy. I have 2 nieces your age.
Really? What's your ASL?
Well, I should say I had 2 nieces your age when I lived in Washington State. They're your age. They're a little older now, but it still feels to me like they're your age. I'm 36, M Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Cool.
You must be bored if you're on the internet. Unless you think it's fun. LOL. That's me. Those are my 2 dogs.
Okay. Now, I remember back in the day when the internet was kind of like a new thing. Oh, well, not new, but it was becoming popular, gradually popular. And I remember going into the chat rooms, and it was more of like a form of entertainment. There was nothing that I needed to do on there. It was just a bit of fun, just a bit of fun. But it's kind of like I don't know. I love how he just puts emotions and thoughts into her head, or anybody's head, really. It's like, oh, this is what you must be feeling. He creates a narrative. Oh God, I fucking hate people like that. Anyway.
Cool.
How old were her nieces actually at this point if they weren't her age? They're probably reaching in their high teens, maybe. They were already several years down the line, I believe. Yeah, 18. Yeah.
The black one is Bud, and the little white one is Daisy.
Ah, they're cute.
I have Cam too, if you'd like to see me on Cam. You can see Bud on Cam too. I gave Daisy away to my nephew before I moved here to Nashville.
Ah, you gave her away.
I really wasn't very happy to, but I thought it would be the best for her because.
Lost Tanker, you used to go into them chat rooms and pretend that you were a pimp. That's actually really cute. I can see that happening. Yeah. I never thought about lying to people on the internet when I was at that age. I just thought you're supposed to tell the truth. That's just that, you know. Yeah. Then I realized, oh my god, you can lie on the internet. So, yeah, there you go. I was a pimp. Well, Tanka, did you come up with like various female aliases and just do like, you know, you want to talk to me, you know, at $5 a minute, you know, for that sweet Cyber S3X.
Have a dog just like her.
Cute.
Because that would have been a great idea.
Did you get the other two pictures I sent you?
Of your dog? Yeah.
Okay. Want to see me on cam?
Sure.
Look at those big blue eyes. You're so cute. LOL. Rose and smiley face. Hi. Whatever the sign is.
You could just say smiley face if you don't know what it is.
Right, smiley face.
Hi, LOL, thanks.
You're welcome. What time is it there?
8:37.
Okay, same time as here then. Thought it was. Do I look cuter on cam than I'm doing that picture? LOL.
Yeah.
Ah, yes, the start of the chat log is so illuminating, telling his life story, and she didn't ask him anything. We know how he keeps saying how he wanted to have somebody he can just like talk to. I mean, I do believe that. I do genuinely believe, because he just does this info dump on her, and it's I mean, obviously with the intent of hooking up. Obviously, there's that was the main, that was a primary agenda, but he was the one who was bored and on the prowl. You know, like it was him, and yeah, it's sad. Now, I was actually a dork who legit looked for Pokemon roleplays in teen chat rooms, and sometimes I found them. Yeah, definitely a thing. Yes. Shit, I forgot about Pokemon at that age. When did I stop thinking? Oh, I used to. Sorry, really off topic, but I had a friend. So at the end of primary school, I was like really into Pokemon, and then when I entered high school, I had a friend who was also into Pokemon, and so I went to her place, and we didn't play any games, but when I asked about it, because she found a whole deck of Pokemon cards, and some of them were really rare, and I wanted to, of course, add them, and she was super religious, and she decided to burn the card. Well, she cut the cards up and then burnt them, and that was when the Pokemon love in me died at that moment, and I was like, this is fucking psychotic. Anyway.
LOL. That's because bitches don't do very good with me. LOL.
Oh, LOL.
I bet all the boys were after you at your school, huh? LOL.
No, not really. LOL. Okay.
Back. Hang on again. I need to put a towel on the bottom of my door so my neighbors will think the lights are out and I've gone to bed. LOL.
Okay, LOL.
Okay, all set now. LOL.
Why do you want to do that?
Because they're starting to annoy me. They keep coming over and asking me to the store. LOL.
LOL, they must bug you lots.
Yep, and they're starting to aggravate me. LOL. So I'm kind of giving them the go-away attitude right now. LOL.
LOL.
I find it hard to believe that the boys at your school aren't all after.
That's pretty funny, Kevin. When I was a kid, there was always a rumor in my city about a kidnapper who drove a white truck, trying to get kids and Lorne. Yeah. Like, it's funny whenever I watch TCAP, the guys caught on there, like, all incredibly like different ages, different backgrounds, ethnicities, like socioeconomic status, like a whole bunch. But what was really interesting is, like, they kind of look like pedos. They have this sort of appearance to them that will make you go like, huh, And yeah, like the cliche, the white truck. Frank Purdue chicken ads from the 70s. What is this, Aerodo? What are you linking? What are you linking here?
You're a little dull.
Aw, thanks.
Pictures don't do very well with me. Is one of the few actual self-aware things he's ever said. But Hunter Crunch, you fail to realize that Lorne is approaching 50, but he looks like he is in his 30s. So.
You're very welcome. If only you were like 5 years older, I'd be after you too. LOL.
Really?
Definitely. LOL. You did the right decision when you put Princess on your ID name. So cute.
The stained white socks, Tavarko. The stained white socks. I bet he didn't just use them for wearing. I don't think.
LOL.
Aw, thanks. Daddy always calls me the princess, LOL.
LOL. He's smart to call you that. LOL. If you don't mind, I'd be spoiling you wrong like I did my other nieces. LOL.
Cool. Daddy likes to spoil me too, LOL.
Unfortunately,
Sorry, Tobacco. Yes, he's technically approaching 51 now. Yeah. It's so wild. It's like, how does he just like? How can he be at the age that he's at and just look? He. Oh my God! Yeah, obviously the latest RSL photos. First one looks like he's Frankenstein. The other one looks like he just smothered his face in beetroot juices and just been like, fingers crossed, everyone. He looks like he is decaying, and I've told you, I'm pretty sure I've said this multiple times, and I'll say it here again. I have seen literal corpses that look better than Lorne.
unfortunately, you're not my niece. LOL. I can see why he does. LOL.
LOL.
You've got such big eyes. LOL.
So my next line is thanks.
You're welcome. I have blue eyes too. Almost the same color blue as yours, I think. Even though you can't tell by the cam or the pics. LOL.
Cool.
If it was daytime, you'd probably be able to tell.
Yeah.
So do you play any sports?
No, not really.
Do you do anything extra at school?
No, just homework, LOL.
LOL. I bet you're not too thrilled about that.
Guys, I'm just gonna be right back. I'm gonna get something to put over my shoulders. It's getting kind of cool out here.
LOL.
No, not really, LOL.
LOL. So tell me, why would you want to come in a chat room like this? LOL. Things that you probably shouldn't hear at your age. LOL.
I was bored, LOL.
Oh, LOL. How often do you...
Did before, LOL.
LOL. Have you read anything that made you say, wow, too? LOL.
Huh?
So the names that people make up for IDs and some of the things that they talk about in the air. Or have you heard all that talk before?
Yeah, they're funny.
LOL.
Not really.
What things have you heard in here so far? LOL.
Nothing really. I've been talking to you. I still in there?
It says you are. Did you click out of the room?
I forgot, LOL.
LOL.
Nope, I forgot.
Must be enjoying talking to me. LOL.
Yeah, you're fun to talk to.
Cool. And I've used to let my nieces go into any chat rooms. LOL.
Why?
They used to get mad at me because of it too. LOL. Because they talk a lot about sex and stuff from them.
Oh.
It bothered me a lot then. Now I've just come to realize it's part of growing up. LOL. Oh. I bet they wish I would have felt that way back then, though. LOL.
LOL.
What else do you do for fun?
What'd I miss?
Besides homework. LOL.
Hang out with my friends, like at the mall, and go shopping. I love shopping.
You're definitely a girl.
Oh god.
LOL.
Okay, hang on. This fucking bit. It's like this is the part where I really hate, where he gets all like, oh yeah, of course, you girls always like to spend your man's money and shit like that. I fucking hate that. Like, okay, I do like shopping, but you know, it's like one of those really stupid, like I bet his sexism would feel really validated in this particular moment. Unfortunately, you aren't my niece. Yeah, unfortunately, she ain't your niece. She ain't your niece. Well, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah, at least the stupid smirk is gone in the latest photos. Yeah, he always he always used to look like he was posing for his dating profile pic. Exactly. Oh my god. And yeah. Don't mind me, guys. This is just my. This is. I picked up my gayest shirt I could possibly find. I feel like a real. Like I feel really. When I say gayest, I mean like a good thing, as in like this is something that I would wear like at a lesbian club, 100%. Like this is my. Women do be shopping. Lorne identity. You got it right there. That's it. Women do definitely be shopping, and they don't know anything about construction stuff.
Well, yeah, I'm a girl.
I mean, because you love shopping. LOL.
Oh, yeah, LOL.
Fuck off, Lorne.
LOL. What do you usually buy when you go shopping? Let me guess. Clothes. LOL.
Yeah.
She could be buying like screwdrivers and power drills and like jackhammers, and you don't know what she could be buying. She could be buying a whole bunch of things. She could be buying her very first kill kit, which is something that a lot of young women go through in life when they finally learn a bit more about themselves. They tend to go like, you know what, I need my very own kill kit, and that's what I got on my 13th birthday. Seriously, these, oh Jesus Christ, like my skin's like touching the leathery, like the plastic covering over my chair, and it's like making me stick to it, and it kind of hurts when I try to move. Anyway, yeah, that's Lorne's full of shit.
Yeah.
LOL. Did you see me sneeze? LOL.
Yeah, LOL.
LOL. I think I'm coming down with a cold. LOL.
Sorry.
Me too. I hate colds. LOL.
Yeah, me too.
So I'm guessing that you don't want to take my cold for me. LOL.
Shut up, Lorne. Like, I bet he, Lorne's the type of guy that he would get his partner sick just so he could continue to make out with him. That's what I think. Oh fuck, this shirt is like, she's just not agreeing with me today. Okay, hang on. Here we go.
I'll give you $5 if you do. LOL.
$5.
What time do you usually go to bed?
No, I don't want your cold, thank you.
LOL.
Usually about 10 or 11.
Wow, you're still late.
I'm supposed to be in bed by 10, but I sneak sometimes. LOL.
LOL. Naughty girl. LOL.
Hang on.
LOL. Yeah.
Lorne's self-righteousness when it comes to money pisses me off so much. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he's just a terrible person all around. It's tragic. She's buying roofing equipment. Exactly, Sting. Yeah, exactly. She's buying roofing equipment. It's because it's because she's filling his mind with the stuff about that Xavier and the judge are out to fuck him. I remember some call about it. Hang on. Wait a minute. Because wait. Like, is he talking about when he was talking with Kayla? That she was filling his head. I'm not, sorry, mate, I'm not really sure what you mean by that. Oh, thank you, Betty. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I stole it. You can tell how much money someone has by how often they tell you that money isn't important right before they ask to borrow money from you. Yes, exactly. Lorne, if Lorne had a bunch of money, I think that he would, okay, I'm trying to think of a scenario. If Lorne actually had a bunch of money, he would definitely be like trying to buy his catfish's love. He would definitely be trying to do that. Like, that's an obvious. But then he would use that against them to be like, well, you know, he would like dangle that over their heads and be like, oh, if you stop, you know, talking to me or you hook up with another guy, I'm just gonna cut you off. I'm gonna cut you out of my will. That's what I'm gonna. You're a money girl, exactly. Frankly, yeah. I mean, I feel like a money girl. I look like somebody who belongs in the 1980s Miami Beach situation. So I'm already ready for it. Like it wasn't everybody rich at Miami Beach during the 1980s. Isn't that how it goes? Like I feel like I was born in the wrong time period. I just need my glasses with this. Okay, but anyway, let's continue.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that you must have a computer in your bedroom then, huh? LOL.
Yeah.
LOL. Uh-oh. LOL. That means you get extra tired in the mornings, LOL.
Sorry, no, his latest stint in prison, that Judge Woodcock and Xavier are working behind the scenes to... Oh! So basically NBC2. Right. Is it... He actually believes... Wait a minute. Hold on. He believes that Judge Woodcock and Xavier are working together to stitch him up. I have the audacity of this bitch. Seriously. You can't buy love, you have to earn it. And it fucking pissed him off. Yeah, because he's got nothing worth having. The only thing that that you can get of any value from Lorne is money. So yeah, there you go. There you go. That's probably why he looks so pissed off in the RSL. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Sorry. That reminded me of when Ramona told Lorne she'd come visit him if he saved her $700. So he just asked if she would lend it to him. What a fucking moron! What's a $700? It's always $700 with him. Why is the number 700 repetitive? Is that part of his numerology thing? Like, is that what he does? It's like 700, you know, $700 worth of work, $700 worth of mac and cheese, $700 like to get his catfish over. Why 700? It's always 700. Cat, come here. Come here. Anyway, sorry.
Well.
What?
TLI. Harry Potter on. Sorry. Harry Potter and the audacity of this bitch.
LOL.
That's my favorite book, girl. That's my favorite one in the series.
What time do you wake up in the mornings?
About 6.
Do you always think online after you're supposed to go to bed?
Sometimes.
LOL.
I'm quiet. LOL.
LOL. Make sure the volume's down and everything. LOL.
I turn it off. LOL.
LOL. This is your first time you've ever been in the chat room?
Yeah. You go in there lots?
Yep. When I don't have anything else to do, I will love it. Sure. LOL.
LOL.
How do you like the chat room so far?
LOL, I haven't looked at it.
LOL. Too busy concentrating on me. LOL.
LOL. Looks like dumb stuff.
Oh.
LOL. Have you read any of it?
No, I'm looking at it now.
Okay. LOL. Does anyone else send you a message besides me from the chat room?
Yeah, but I closed them. LOL.
LOL.
What you mean by perv? What's that?
Okay, I'll tell you.
Okay, I'll tell you. Like, I bet. Oh man, I bet he was really uncomfortable saying he has to tell her about all that, you know, perv shit. You know, having to explain it to her. Yeah, honestly, it's transparent. Obviously, but what the wild thing to me is how, like, how desperate he is to cling on to this sort of story of how fucked up he was at the time, like, and this whole, like, oh, I only talked to her because I was bored, or I wanted someone to care about me that wasn't just about money. I wanted somebody, like, I thought she was a nice girl and she could be, someone I could talk to. All this, all of it, the whole shebang, yeah. And it's just, anyway, it's been said a billion times, but how, like, everyone already knows, right? And he's like this people pleaser, yeah. So I would think for somebody who is such a massive people pleaser, he would be a bit more, be like, yeah. I wanted to fuck her, yeah, exactly, yeah. Whatever you say. But nope. It's all this fluff. It's all this extra fluff.
Well, so when they talk about sex, some people think it's perverted.
Okay.
In other words, that's all that.
Well, not entity. You'd think he was into Star Trek the way he's always trying to cling on. I'm about to ban you.
They want to talk about. You know what I mean now?
Okay, I guess. They want to talk about it. LOL.
Yep. LOL. A lot. LOL. Be right back. I need another drink of water.
Okay.
Cling on.
Be back.
That was fast.
I'm good. LOL. Did you miss me? LOL.
LOL. You weren't gone very long.
LOL. That's because I'm good. LOL.
LOL.
Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? LOL.
Oh, who the fuck's Lorne, says Lorne is a people pleaser? Lorne says it, and then his supposed therapist says that as well, that he's a people pleaser and all that sort of shit. So it's like, if that's the case, then he would kind of agree with everyone's opinion. If you ban me, I'll come back twice as powerful. Well, hey, look, what can I say? Twice as powerful. What would that be? What would that be? What you're gonna flag my streams? You're gonna unsub from my channel. You leave me a thumbs down. Basically, do all the shit that I would be willing to do to you. Yeah, nah, seriously. The last guy I was sort of seeing for a while still asks me for money for the goddamn bus. What? He actually did again today, in fact. Freaking loser. Holy shit. Holy shit, my guy. Oh my god. For the bus? Isn't that like $3?
Oh.
I don't know. What's your name?
Lorne. I'm going to guess yours is Kayla. LOL.
I got booted, but I'm back. LOL.
Okay, LOL.
You'd come back as Lorne Ultimatum. Yeah. What was that ridiculous quote? That chick from the Born Identity films, where she was like, "All right, if you fuck with me, I'm gonna show you how hard I can shit on the sidewalk," or something like. It was something stupid like that, but it was apparently, it was like the top 10 worst quotes from films. What's that quote again? I can't remember. It's like she's staring at the computer screen. She's like, right, I don't remember. But yeah, Lorne Ultimatum. Yeah. Oh wait, are you gonna give me an ultimatum? Like, oh god, I don't want an ultimatum.
Now, what was you saying?
Fuck.
I'm going to...
Wait a minute. Hold on. Did Kayla just say? Hang on. What was you just saying? She's a fucking idiot. She is a fucking idiot. she's doing the same thing that Lorne's doing, and he probably didn't even say the mix up with the were and was. Oh my fucking god! I bet that's where Lorne got it from. You know, the way he constantly spins the was and the were. It's from Kayla. She just did it. She just did it. Yeah, it's like $1.50, $3 depending on the. Yeah, it's. Jesus Christ! He's like, oh, yeah, fuck.
I guess yours is Kayla. Hi again.
Yeah, actually, yes, Hunter Crunch, yes, I was drinking a gigantic cantina of Bud Light. No wonder she was Lorne's little princess. Kayla is a slow girl. Yes, yes. She weren't saying anything. You don't know how badly that enrages me.
Smiley face.
Yeah. LOL.
LOL. Don't tell me your last name. Don't ever tell anybody from the internet your last name, okay?
Okay. Why?
Because there are some real weirdos on here. Because there are some real weirdos on here sometimes, and they might.
I agree, Kelpill. I think she was just trying to, like, you know, blend and mimic. Yeah, she's a girl. She's his girl. She must be smart. Exactly. Hang on. Hey, all right. Hang on. Now I look like a female comedian. my transformation is complete. I just need a microphone. Yeah. No. Anyway. Yeah. But Kelpill. I don't think at this point he actually started mixing the words and was. I think that she's the one that, you know, she's the one that started it first, you know. Thank you, Arado. Kelpo, good news, friend. Sorry. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I'll just continue the call.
Try to go looking for you. All right.
So how about if you repeat that last line that you had?
Okay, so what else are we going to talk about? Oh, wait, we already did that one, didn't we?
No, yeah. Just say because there are some real weirdos. Go from that one.
No. Because there are some real weirdos on here sometimes, and they might try to go looking for you.
Wow, really?
Some real weirdos. Yeah. There you go. He said it. There you go. Shout out to my lovely weirdos in the chat. Yes, Betty, yes. Shout out, major shout out to all my fellow weirdos. We're all weirdos. Let's hold hands. And let's hug without clothes on. That'd be pretty fun.
So don't ever tell them your last name, your address, phone number, the town you live in, or the school you go to.
Okay. Are you a weirdo?
LOL. No. LOL.
Okay.
Does it sound like I am? LOL.
No. LOL.
Okay. LOL. If I wasn't, I would have told you to never tell anyone all of your information. LOL.
Okay.
I'm very happy that you talked to me before talking to anyone else, though. This way I know you'll be safe.
Yeah, they're weirdos.
Yeah, they are. There's a lot of them, too.
There are.
Yep.
Wow.
Nobody's ever said anything to you about the internet?
No. Like what?
Wow. I'm surprised your parents...
Lorne about to drop her some education. But yeah, oh, hey, Shushu, how's it going? Yeah. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Welcome. We're all weirdos here, apparently, and I love it. I love all y'all. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. Yes. It is a very poor. I mean, okay, hang on. When I was 13, that may have worked on me, but it would have been like a form of guilt tripping kind of thing. Like I would have felt bad, like if I didn't, kind of let him or kind of engage with him a little bit. So that, even if he was like, oh, well, I wouldn't have told you not to, if I was a weirdo, I wouldn't have told you not to talk to all the other weirdos, But yeah, it just seems like something. It would have worked on me probably. Very very likely. And I'll admit it. I was an idiot when I was 13. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And I had yeah, the guilt tripping definitely was one of my the chinks in the armor, or the kinks in the armor, whatever one, the one where the armor is sort of bent a bit. Yeah, it was kryptonite. It would have been my kryptonite. That's it.
Your mom and dad haven't about all the weirdos on it and what happens on it.
What happens on it?
Girls have given guys their information, like their address and their home phone number and stuff. And the guys will find that and do bad things to them.
Really? Like what?
Do you know what rape is?
Yeah.
All right.
They rape them and someone...
Okay, I'm sorry, but this is the part where I get, like... It stops being fun at this stage, for me. This is... There's so many levels to this. Kinks in the armor would have been a whole... Yeah, kinks in the armor. Yeah, it would have been a whole different... Yeah, a whole different situation. You know... I have a few ideas of why he mentioned that. All right, I think there was a multi-leveled thing behind why he mentioned that particular act. I believe it's like a form of to further close the walls around her, to make it to prove to her that he is a good guy. But also, I think a part of it is kind of getting her okay with the idea of that happening. Now, in Lorne's world, in Lorne's mind, that assault is something that is typically very very violent. It's not like the sort of the sort of assault that he would have done to her. It would have been more like, oh, I love you, and you know, you're my precious princess, you know, did the full like sort of lovey-dovey bullshit on her. I think he was partially aware that what he was intending to do with her, he knew it would have been that, and kind of made her okay with it, and made her curious about it. That's my gut telling me. I think there was a kind of trying to incite some curiosity in her about it, and he would be more than willing to tell her all about it. So, anyway, Tavarko, he said, yeah, exactly. Sting, lock him up and throw away the kid. Got the chills the first time I read that. Yeah, exactly. Arrow Tavarko, he said, do you know what rape is? Sorry if I try to avoid using that word if I can. The endless humiliation Lorne will put himself through just for the mere hope of just maybe getting laid. Exactly. Yeah, he wouldn't be doing any of this if he thought that, you know, like he wouldn't be getting any of her vagine out of it. He didn't say he is not that. But he did say he just asked her, he asked her, do you know what that is? And he just seems really ready and on the go, and to explain it to her what that is, and to really go into detail. Like, he even asked her, do you know what that is? If she said no, oh my god, hang on guys. If Kayla said no, I don't know what that means, what do you reckon he would say? How would he explain it? Somewhere in there is a dimension where Lorne is the same, only he has an identical twin brother whose existence torments him because he is successful in every way despite having the same tool set. Yes. Yeah, that would be pretty funny. Like having it's just like the battle of the two Lornes fighting for eternity, somewhere in another plane of existence. That's a lot of fun. And one has one has a full head of hair. Yeah, exactly. He thinks it's automatically not, if he doesn't actually say the word, what he's doing. Yeah, it's not, in his mind, but who the fuck knows?
Girls have even got killed.
Wow.
So, promise me you'll never give your information out to anyone, okay?
Okay, I promise. Never.
Thank you. Rose. Are you happy you got to talk to me before anyone else now? LOL.
Yeah, for sure.
But LOL. You'll also get some people that will send you messages that will say dirty things on them too.
Smiley face.
LOL.
Really?
LOL. That's smiley face. Does that mean you want them to? LOL.
I'm smiling because I'm glad I talked to you first.
Okay, LOL. Are you sure that's not just because I'm cute? LOL.
LOL, maybe.
LOL. Do you have a crush on me? LOL.
LOL, I don't know you yet.
LOL. A smiley face. Or a hug. You know what that little thing is?
A hug.
Yep. LOL.
Oh,
Hug.
yeah, Scarlet Ebony. Yeah, Lorne used murder and that as a front to make sure Kayla wouldn't talk to any other guys. He's so fucked up. Absolutely. But you know what's interesting? I noticed that some police interrogators do the same thing with people. Like they try to like put the situation as like, like, oh, we know that you didn't want to absolutely destroy her or be like, like let's just say that, they're talking to somebody who assaulted an underage, a minor, and then they would be, and then the cops would be talking to me like, try to get them to confess and all that, and they're like, look, I know you didn't want to go all out and like, hold her down or any of that crazy shit, but but you still wanted to be with her, right? And that, they try to paint a sort of picture like you're not really a bad guy for doing that, because you didn't want to do all this really terrible stuff. That's the one that I remember that particular tact that the interviewer of Dustin McFector, Cookie, stop it, did to the old Dustin. Yes, and this is my cat. He wants to run away now. How many minutes after this was it before he shot his dick on cam? 30? Yeah, about that. Hunter Crunch. Yeah, it was literally that. He shot his dick in the first conversation. Yeah, he did. To Varco, like within minutes. It was less than an hour. It's insane. Yeah, it's fucked up.
Hug.
You're so cute. LOL.
Thanks. So are you.
Thank you. LOL.
Wow, you smoke?
Yep. You didn't notice that before?
What do you mean by that, Kayla? Is it an attack? Is that a personal attack or something? Like.
LOL.
LOL, no.
LOL.
My parents say it's bad.
Hey, Scarlet Ebony, I saw an interrogation where the police pushed the idea that the victim had brittle bone disease and it would be easy to accidentally kill, and the guy confessed after hours and hours of denial. What interrogation was that? Do you remember?
Bad for you.
Because I like to watch it.
It is bad for you, so don't ever do it because it's the dumbest thing I ever started doing. I wish I never started it now. But it's hard to quit.
If you know it's bad, why did you start doing it?
Oh, here we go.
Just try and be like my old...
Hang on. Here we go. He gonna blame other people for why he picked up smoking. Hang on.
the brothers and sisters because some of them smoked.
And I wanted to be just like them.
And I thought it would make me look older.
That's silly.
The only thing it did was make me lose my breath easier. I'm a very healthy person except for the smoking. It's the dumbest thing anyone could ever start doing.
Then you should stop doing it,
Right.
LOL.
I'm going to. I have to soon anyway. I'm in Nashville because I'm trying to make it in country music.
Wow, really?
I'm originally from Maine. Yep.
Huel.
You know where Maine is, right?
Yeah?
Okay, LOL.
Up north.
Yep. I had to make sure you knew. But I should have known that you knew because you probably studied it in school. LOL.
LOL. Oh, that was you. Sorry.
Why would she study Maine in school? No, I mean, no offense. I don't know anything about Maine, so I clearly did not study it in school. But what actually happened in Maine that warrants a study of it? I'm just curious. If that's an offensive question, I do apologize, but I'm genuinely curious. I don't know, like, what happened? What happened there? Why do we need to study Maine again?
Sorry.
No, well.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I just realized. Yeah. Oh, you probably studied it in school. Like, the fucking guy is razor sharp focused on her age. Holy shit! Oh my god.
That's far.
It's just everything, all of the shit that he used to say. Like, oh, I lost track of her age, and I all this sort of. I mean, we already know it was a lie, but this further, like, incriminates. Just. Anyway.
Yep. I do it all the way down here.
Wow. How long did it take you? Long time, I bet, like days.
It took me 18 hours. I drove from Washington State to Maine before, and it took me 3 days. But I stopped in hotels at night, though.
You must drive really fast. It looks far on the maps.
I drove about 10 miles over the speed limit. LOL.
LOL.
I was getting tired of driving and just wanted to get here. LOL.
LOL.
So how many boys have you kissed already? LOL.
Just one.
LOL.
My ex-BF.
How old is he?
Hang on, do you reckon, like, Lorne would have been weirded out by, not weirded out, but, like, what do you think he felt in this particular moment when she mentioned that she kissed her boyfriend, her ex Derek, you know? I think, because the thing is, like, yeah, he doesn't want somebody who is completely, not stunted, but like completely shy. He didn't want someone who was completely timid about the idea of it, because like he'd want them to obviously go along with his ideas. But I think he would have felt, I think a part of him would have felt upset, at least a little bit jealous that somebody kissed her moist lips before he did. Thank you, Ebony, Miss Scarlet Ebony. Again, fuck you, Lorne. He was already getting jealous. Yeah, absolutely. Lorne was driving in a highway when you find most of the guardrails bent. Yeah, exactly. You can tell where Lorne was traveling. Yeah, you don't even have to have a tracker on him or anything like that. He just sort of leaves a trail of destruction wherever he goes. He became anxious that Derek had already been in Kayla's panties. Yeah, he was going to, like, his heart would have started racing, and he would get the panting and the anxiety going.
13, like me.
Cool. Was he a good kisser? LOL.
I guess.
LOL.
Don't know, because I never kiss anyone else. LOL.
I'm just, I mean, that's actually somewhat alarming. 13, you've only kissed like one person. Nah. Yeah, no, it's. I remember my first kisses, a handful of kisses, and it was the weirdest thing in the world. Like, I actually, I remember, like, after those like, handfuls of experiences, I actually thought, like, I don't ever want to kiss anyone ever again. Like, this is gross. This feels so weird. This feels awful, right? And it's pretty disgusting. It's and I remember afterwards I would constantly need to put chapstick on, because like my lips were so dry, and I'm like. He loved hearing that. I bet. he both wants a virgin who's never looked at a boy and a submissive sex slave who'll go along with everything. Yeah, I know. It's like he wanted a virgin so they have something in common. He wanted a virgin, but he wanted not like this is something I'm trying to understand. Like he's perfect mate. Yeah, somebody who was completely new to the whole thing, but the moment they are introduced to the sexual world, to sexuality, they would just dive in headfirst into it. Like, well, you know, he wanted her to be curious. But yeah, anyway, oh, sorry, I'm just thinking like, yeah, anyway.
LOL, did you like kissing him? LOL.
Yeah, I sure did.
LOL, how long ago was that?
We broke up in August. Sad face.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetheart. Hug and rose. Why did you break up?
Yeah, it's me. I broke up with him because my BFF told me he liked someone else. But he said she was lying. But his friend told me the same thing. I don't know. Maybe he didn't.
It sounds like you might have done the right thing.
You think so?
I know it.
I think you might have tried telling the child without knowing the exact truth. Who's lying and who's not lying.
Yeah, I know.
So where did you kiss him at? Let me guess. A school dance, LOL.
What this mad fantasy. Like he's, you know, it's wild. Like, yeah, you know, a lot of shows and movies like always have this sort of like this sort of rose-tinted glasses perspective of like high school. If you don't actually achieve certain things, not achieve certain things, but like do certain things in that period of time, it's like, you know, you're missing out on the dream of high school. You know, like the whole school dance and, you know, I've only been to like 2 school dances the entire time I was in school, and yeah, it was I mean, they were fun. Don't get me wrong, but it was just. We didn't do any of that. Like he has such a sick, romantic, Hollywood-esque perspective on the shit. Even though he went to high school himself. Yeah. Who was texting me? Interesting. Well, hang on. He really lays it on thick with the lols when he's saying something particularly shitty. Yeah, exactly. It's like he wants to water it down, sprinkle it with a lol. Obviously, that's make a add a bit of sugar to that medicine kind of thing, or that shit in this instance.
Let me think. I think we did one time there, LOL.
LOL.
And at my house and at his house. That's surprise face. That's surprise.
Surprise face. Surprise face. LOL.
LOL, why you make that face?
Because I was surprised.
Sorry for keep pausing. Yeah, Betty. How old school is he? I feel. But the thing is, even people like who are old school, I bet they didn't have the sort of like what Hollywood perpetuates to be high school experience to be like. You know, the whole Grease thing. It's a fucking film. You know. So I don't know. It is a very strange. It's a very strange thing. How he like what like in Grease, like because he always references Grease as like, you know, to be his like staple of what a fantasy would look like. You know, like did everybody know how to dance like those sort of like swing dances, like the 1950s swing dances? Is that what he assumed people did in these things? He would know that a lot of people were doing a lot more than just holding hands in Grease, you know. Carrie is better. Carrie is a better John Travolta high school film. Oh my God, yes. Oh, I love that film so much. That was basically my childhood.
Last year that you kissed me at your house and at his house too, LOL.
Why are you surprised?
Because I wasn't expecting that you'd go to his house or that he'd go to...
And how real is Carrie, by the way? Like, apart from the supernatural element of her having telekinesis, that is probably the realest high school film I've ever seen.
Your house, yeah. LOL.
Why wouldn't we?
How long ago how long was he your boyfriend? Because of your age, I didn't know if you both would be too shy to still go to each other's house. Houses, LO.
About 3 months, I think.
Oh,
Why? He doesn't live that far from me.
oh, okay. So where at your house and his house did you kiss him? LO.
Living room.
It was bedroom. But Christine. I don't think Carrie and Christine. I haven't seen Christine. Sorry, I'm not entirely sure what that one's about. Something tells me that Lorne didn't go to many school dances. Well, no, because he could only take his mom with him or his sister. Didn't Chris Chan take his mom to a school dance? Yeah. Oh, what? No, because I remember she was there. Yeah, she must have been there. Those of you who are more proficient in the Chris Chan lore, please correct me if I am wrong.
LO. Where was mom and dad? LO.
Not home. Winky face.
Surprise face.
Don't tell.
Did you do anything else with him? LO. I'm not going to tell. Who would I tell? I don't know your parents. LOL.
Oh, yeah. LOL.
You did? Surprise face. So the surprise face, yeah, surprise face.
Mm-hmm.
LOL. What did you do? LOL.
Did what? Huh?
Oh, you missed one of my questions there. LOL.
I did. What was it?
I asked you if you did anything else with him.
Sorry, he took Snorlax to prom. That's the one. Okay, and then there was another girl who actually danced with him or something like that. I do recall that because I remember. Yeah, he went there, and then there was one of his gal pals danced with him, referring to Chris Chan, of course. So thank you, thank you, Tanka. Thank you, Tanka.
LOL.
We watch TV, movies, go to the mall, go to places to eat, stuff like that.
I mean, when you were kissing, LOL.
Oh. LOL.
LOL.
Like, just kissing and hugging. He used to hold my hand a lot, too.
Okay, good. LOL.
Why that's good?
Because some kids your age had done a lot more than that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, LOL. So how much do you know? LOL.
What you mean?
How much you know about what's done with kissing and other stuff? LOL.
What's to know about kissing? You just kiss.
LOL. Never mind.
Not just kiss, Kayla. You could do a bit of tongue. That's really gross, actually. Oh, can you imagine? Oh, yeah. I just Kayla, like. I don't even like Kayla, and just thinking about her kissing people. Oh, gross.
Mind, I won't ask anymore. LOL. I love your innocence. So cute. LOL. Yeah.
All right, Lauren. So say that last one again.
I love your innocence. It's so cute. LOL.
Huh?
LOL. Did I get you lost there? LOL.
Yeah, kinda.
LOL. Okay, do you want me to explain it to you?
Yeah.
LOL. Okay, LOL. Innocence where you don't know anything about sexual stuff. LOL.
Oh.
I think it's adorable. LOL.
What's so adorable? Okay, you think I'm dumb.
No, not at all. You're a very smart girl. What's adorable is that you don't know much about that stuff yet, and that's very awesome. Because it means that you're using your head and we'll find out when it's time.
By the way, yeah, using your head until it's time in the next 20 minutes before I show you my dick. Or in a month's time, preferably.
Smiley face.
Rose. Did you get to wondering about that stuff now, though? LOL.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, LOL.
Yeah. Well, the question has popped up. Has Lorne ever even kissed a girl? I bet he would like dislocate his jaw trying to make yeah, and like grab her like forehead and her yeah. You just do a full on like you know. That's how I imagine Lorne to how he would kiss, because I can't imagine him doing any of the fun stuff like a bit of like lip biting and sucking of the tongue or anything like that. But anyway, yeah, it's fucking disgusting. I know. I usually don't wish death upon people, but I legitimately wouldn't be upset and maybe would celebrate if Lorne died. Well, I'm right there with you, guy named Kevin. But I always like to fantasize how he died.
I ruined it. LOL. Sorry. LOL.
Ruined what?
Ruined your innocence about it. LOL. Ruined you not knowing about it. LOL. Now you're curious. LOL.
Well, I know stuff.
Okay, tell me what you know. LOL.
Well, not really, but I know someone who does.
Who?
Jessie,
Who's she?
my BFF.
Maybe Kevin, that's a good point. Maybe maybe he doesn't. Maybe he wants to bang, but he's afraid to bang because he thinks that women will eat his head after they do the thing. I think that's part of it. That would be. I like to imagine that. Ever seen that Chris Chan video where he role plays making out towards a camera? Yeah, basically Lorne kissing. I know the video. Oh god. Okay, so I know. All right, hang on, hold on, because he not only role plays the kissing, but he does a little bit more than that. Do you remember that one? He has his hands spread out like this, and he goes like, I don't know. I don't want to do the tongue motion. That's gross. It's like gross. Oh, okay. The kids at a private church school are much better behaved than public school kids. My mom thought, yeah, right, my ass. She didn't know half the shit those little shits in the school did. Exactly, yeah. Private school kids, wild children, wild. The things that they would get up. I mean, I had some friends who went to like a private high school, and apparently they were sharing cocaine. I don't know how they got that, but if you've got money, you can afford coke. So if I had to choose between kissing Lorne and dying, I think I would die. Yeah, Hunter Crunch, but how would you die? Like, all right, if you had to, I'm not talking about a peck on the cheek, Hunter Crunch. I'm talking like you had a full-blown make-out sesh with Lorne. Okay. Like, would you do that, or would you die death by fire? Yeah. I'm not doing the fucking tongue motion, a guy named Kevin.
How much does he know?
Rolling on the floor, laughing my ass off. Smiley face.
Yes, Betty.
LOL.
Jessie's a girl.
Sorry, I don't mean to pause again. Scarlett, I believe you went to a private school in town, completely normal. Yeah, sure. Yeah, I see. Yeah. I just ate. Melena, you're going to make me sick.
Laugh my ass off.
She's my best girlfriend.
Oh, okay. LOL. You put BFF, I got boyfriend out of it, but it's supposed to be best friends forever. LOL. Let's see. LOL.
LOL. Anyways, she knows because she has experience.
What has she done? LOL. See.
Sorry.
You
I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to pause this because Hunter Crunchy just said you'd rather be burnt alive than make out with Lorne. Okay. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I want to be burnt alive over kissing Lorne. I'm really not sure about that one. I think You know, and I'm not like, when I say burnt alive, I mean, I'm not talking about the oxygen deprivation and you just sort of suffocate in it. I'm talking like skin searing experience. Honestly, out of those two, I would rather make out with Lorne than be burnt alive. Maybe. I don't want to. Okay, Nah, you know what? I would rather burn alive. Actually, no, the more I think about it, I want to be burnt alive. Nah. Forget everything I just said. Forget it.
Want to know about it?
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you about it?
Yeah.
Laugh my ass off. Why me? LOL.
I don't know. LOL.
LOL. Okay. Do you know what's called on a boy?
What's called?
I'm sure you must know that. A boy's penis. His pee-pee. LOL. Be right back. I need your drink. LOL.
LOL, yeah. Okay.
Back.
Thank you, Betty. I really appreciate that. The downside to me, thank you, Precious. The downside to making out with Lorne is that there's like 50 years without brushing his teeth. Oh my God, your tongue and mouth would be contact. Okay. I've known somebody who hasn't brushed his teeth in like 7 years. When I first met him, he didn't brush his teeth for 7 years, and he had literally black and green teeth. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. And Lorne's smile, I think, but the thing is, like, his teeth are like solid, shiny, slippery gray, and they're all wonky, and his mouth would be covered in plaque. And you know what? I'd be burned alive. Fuck it. Yeah. Oh, he'd definitely be grabbing all over your 200 crunch. Well, the thing is, he would have to be put in restraints. So, at least that's one positive.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I bet you're paying a lot of attention now, huh? LOL.
Yeah.
LOL. Okay, you can push pause demo.
All right. What's going on?
Coming to the rough stuff. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. When a boy and a girl have sex, the boy sticks his penis in her vagina. Following me so far? LOL.
I know that.
Okay, well, what didn't you know then? LOL.
What's it like? I mean, is it fun?
Don't you do this with a boy until you're ready to, okay?
Okay. Jesse say it hurt first time, but then it's okay.
Sorry, I got booted. Promise me you won't do it until you're absolutely ready to, okay?
Okay.
Can my cane go through for you?
No.
Hi again. Smiling face, I guess. LOL.
Hi.
Okay, it does hurt a girl the first time.
Oh no! Oh no! This fucking bit. Penis and Virginia. Yes. Here comes the rough stuff. Oh my God. What a fuckwit. He's so gross.
That's kind of scary.
Have you ever experimented with it? How should I say this? LOL. Have you ever touched yourself down there?
Huh?
That is so... Man... That's insane. I hate this. I fucking hate this, dude. Like, I mean, it... No. He's just... he's so desperate to be the victim of his own crime, isn't he? And it's just not working. He's so gross. He's so fucking gross, man.
LOL.
Touch myself.
Girls touch themselves down there because it feels good to them. LOL.
Really?
They rub it. Yeah. Are you trying it now? LOL.
No.
Okay. LOL. Okay, but you're curious about.
Oh my god. But you're curious about it. Oh, dude. Sorry, this is actually a horrific part. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna be real quiet with this one. You know.
How it feels having sex, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the only way for you to really have an idea of what it's like about having sex with a boy is to, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Take your finger and push it in your vagina. LOL.
Okay, play a call where he cries next. Oh, let me have a look. Let me see.
Yeah, I already said that. LOL. I had a hard time telling you that. LOL.
Ew.
LOL. Girls do it all the time. LOL.
Really? You sure?
Yep, I'm positive.
I don't know. I don't think my friends do.
Well, believe me, if they don't, then they will. Even if they do, they probably won't see that they do anyway. LOL. It's not really something that someone goes around and goes and tells all their friends about. LOL.
Yeah.
Are you curious now? LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you going to try it? LOL.
Yeah, I've got another call lined up after this, where he's being, because I do recall him crying. Okay, so Susan Barnes and Lorne and Winnie are also Susan Barnes is consoling Lorne and Winnie. So I do think he does cry in that one. So if I'll try and skip I'll try and skip to that part where he actually just where he starts, crying, because that would be pretty lovely to hear. It's fucking disgusting, isn't it? This whole thing. This is Lorne, like, I think at his worst. I mean, I seriously, like he, despite all the rage and the upset and the terrible things he has said to his various catfishes over the years, I think this is the one where he is the most disgusting. Okay. This is usually about the part where the jokes become actual unbridled rage, when jokes depravities become a reality. Exactly, a guy named Kevin. Can you give Mama Gwen a shout out? Oh, wait, I know, hang on. Thank you. There we go. There's my shout out to Gorilla Face Gwen. This is the first time talking to her. What the fuck is wrong with you, Lorne? Yeah, exactly. This is, but don't do it until you're ready. Are you trying it now? Are you trying it now? What a fucking bully. Well, it would be about the same size as her fingers, so yeah, I mean, it should be fine. I mean, the only person that can, the only demographic that will be able to feel his dick is 13-year-old girls. The fact that he can read out loud every single disgusting thing he said to this poor baby girl, and still insists that he is not a prevalent and never meant to do it. I know after this reading, he still was like, no, I was still fucked up. I was still messed up. You don't know the full story. I was abused. I was he just can't. He's neurologically, he programmed himself, or his disorder, whatever it may be, narcissism, is so he programmed himself to think that he's absolved of all the atrocities that he has committed, because of the quote-unquote situation he was in the time. That he, of course, put himself in, but of course he, you know. Anyway, when Lorne is left unsupervised, he's the most dangerous. Yeah, exactly. He's legitimately a danger, which is why I think, you know, I do want Lorne to get better. I don't want him to be happy. I don't want him to be well off. When I say happy, let me rephrase. I don't want him to have the career of his dreams, or have the house of his dreams, or have the money of his dreams, or have the fame and adoration and love, or whatever else of his dreams. I do want him to get better, so he understands what he was doing and what he's been trying to do ever since. You know, I do want that for him, only because it'll make society a better place. Like, it'll be a little bit safer. Sorry. Could you imagine if, when he tried telling Lorne at some point that she was a man named Willie using a voice changer? That would be pretty spectacular. I don't think he'd believe it, or maybe he would. I don't know. It'd be pretty awesome. It should be part of the plot, to be honest. Something about Gwen in the Godzilla versus King Kong trailer. This one, she's definitely doing upper body exercise. She looks fit. The trailer looks awesome. Are you leaving your goth book? Girl, April Salty Lazarus. No, I still have my goth aesthetic. I don't know. I'm just trying something different for a change. I still got my black dress underneath. I still have my black wardrobe. That would be deliciously satisfying and epically hilarious. Wait, what would be? Hang on. Hunter Crunch. Oh, yeah. That when he was a man, that'd be pretty great. Yeah.
I don't know.
Hello.
Like now?
Yep, try it now. Just put it in a little ways and you can see how it feels a little.
Well, okay.
LOL.
I feel weird.
That's you.
LOL.
LOL. Don't put it in fast, though. Go slow.
I feel...
Sorry. Do it slow. Yeah, what do you say to that? What is there to say about that? He's fucking masturbating to this. He's getting... Oh, fuck. He's manipulating his own porn. Scarlet. I think Lorne gets what he did. Hang on. I think Lorne gets what he did. He just chooses to block it out. Block out the realization because he feels entitled to do what he wants. Yeah, well, he blocks it out because then it makes him look like the bad guy. Which is, but everyone already knows that he's the bad guy. So it's kind of like, what's the point? But of course, it's that image, that false image that people like that want to perpetuate. All along, Rhoda was just a personality of the man named Winnie. Yeah. That was such a missed opportunity considering his massive homophobia. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, but you don't understand. NBC was trying to turn him around to sex talk. You can see how much he was resisting. Yeah, exactly. Put it in slow, Kayla. If Lorne was actually intelligent, he'd be every bit as bad as Hitler. Yeah, maybe even worse. Oh, dude, like the yeah, it's. You mentioned going. Last Tanker, you mentioned going into the chat rooms back in the day. Did you ever run into a Lorne, or was it perfect? Well, I never went. Okay, sorry, I never encountered people like Lorne. Like I haven't seen pervs in the actual chat rooms, but I did encounter a lot of pervs through World of Warcraft back in the day, and it actually. that would have been the pedophiles. Like if the chat rooms were a pedophiles, like, you know, running field, they could go around and like have fun, like, you know, like a dog park essentially. World of Warcraft would have been a pedophiles theme fucking park, you know. And I have encountered hang on about 3 different people who were not as the same level of perversion as Lorne, but they were overage, me being underage, and yeah, they were being pretty explicit and pretty horrendous. With a purple TCAP potential. Do you mean like a TCAP potential as in like were they just gross and grotty, or kind of semi-entertaining? Because I think I don't know. I mean, they were just fucking perverts. I met plenty of Lornes back in the ICQ days. Yeah. Lorne is very similar to Hitler in interesting ways. I don't know about Hitler comparison. I think I would probably say all children must submit sexually to him. Yeah. Oh yeah, like he would have a harem for sure. I believe that too. Sting, he lies to himself. Literally to keep him living. Yeah. From the last 2 weeks of Vanilla and Whatlock. Yeah. Late 90s, early 2000s were Predator's gold mine. The internet was such a massive thing that it took several years before proper legislations, laws, protection, etc. came into effect. Exactly. Because as we all know how law works, why do we bother putting in why putting any kind of protection towards citizens before something terrible happens or a series of terrible things happen? I just meant knowing that they were talking to a teen and being sexual in that. Yeah. I figured. Yeah. They knew they were. Yeah. Like I did mention my age, and they mentioned their age, and I remember one guy. He says, "Don't tell anybody," because we were. Sorry, I mean to say like he was talking dirty to me, but he says like, "Oh, we were talking dirty," you know. I remember I remember one day he says, "Don't tell anyone because that will be the final nail in my coffin." And the only time we stopped talking was when he was when I shifted to different factions. I think that was when we stopped talking. But yeah, he was like the final nail in my coffin. That's what he said. I don't really know what the final nail is. It? Well, hang on a minute. Like, how many times has he done this? Sorry. Anyway, what did I play? He kind of struck me as an undead warlock. I'm really into elves. Yeah, but like I had my very first character as a warlock. Unfortunately, a human warlock. A sexy human warlock. They didn't make proper laws until children were killed by online predators, just like they don't put out safety fences until someone falls over the side. Exactly. They have to wait for someone to get hurt. Interestingly, I ran into a teen boy while doing a random Animal Crossing trade. He sounded like an adult, but at some point I asked if I would lie to his parents and say he knows me from school. I declined and told him, "Kid, that's what predators do." Whoa. Damn. You know what? Actually, I've had some very strange experiences with minors on World of Warcraft. Funnily enough, like I remember this one. They say that they were underage. They say that they were a minor. But I remember one time I was doing a quest, and this there was another character running around in the same area I was in, and I was a higher level, and I remember we decided to group up together, to do the quest faster together, right? And then I'm just trying to remember. I think it might have been like a 13-year-old boy. I think it was a 13-year-old boy, like 14, 13. And then they I'm just trying to remember. This is what I remember. Yeah, they said that. Yeah, they told me they asked me for my age, and I think at the time I was about 24, 25, and then they said, "Oh, how old are you?" I'm 13, 14, and I said, "Oh, I'm 25 or something," and he said, "Oh, that's so cool." Wait a minute. Yeah, he said, "Oh, that he was happy about that." And then he started talking about, oh, what is, like, he was talking about, like, puberty and, like, oh, what does it mean when you get a hard on or some shit like that. Like, like, what does it mean when you get, like, hair or something like that? And I'm like, what the fuck is going on right now? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Because he just started asking me these really, really creepy questions. And then I said, look, listen, dude, I don't know anything about that sort of stuff. You better off asking your dad or your mom or like your parents or something like that. Like but he kept pushing it because like he didn't even mention about the parents thing. Like when I said like, yeah, that's something for you to talk to your parents about. And then he said, he's like, oh, but you know, he said, I can't talk to my parents about this. So I want to, but and you know you're old enough, you know about this sort of stuff. And I said, yeah, but it's not appropriate. I don't want to talk about it. Again, he didn't listen, and then eventually I just sort of like, you know, I disbanded the group and I blocked him. But yeah, I was thinking like that was fucking weird. Like, do you reckon he was trying to? Do you reckon? I don't think he was like 13, 14. That was the one time that was really like it got really fucking weird. Anyway. Sorry. My main was a human paladin. I read that as like my main was a human pedophile, class pedophile. Paladin. Yeah. Paladins are fun. I didn't go to chat rooms, but a weirdo in MSN Messenger added me and had a picture of his dink as a profile pic and was asking for my address. I was like 10. Holy shit. That's so fucking weird. What would Lorne's main be? One of these creepy stone gnomes or something like that. Yeah. I think he would definitely play a gnome, like a rogue or something, like a gnome rogue. Sweet baby Jesus, don't you ever tell anyone from those? Sorry. It's nice seeing a bunch of other people who remember MSN Messenger, Neopets, and WoW. Yeah, exactly. You're lucky you ran into me first.
Weird. LOL.
LOL. Don't put it in fast, though. Do it slow.
Okay.
Tell me when you're done.
I'm done.
How did it feel?
Kinda cool.
Oh my god. LOL.
Oh my god.
Smiley face.
How far did you put it in?
Not far. I was scared too.
Okay, now do it again and put it in further. I'll put it further in.
This feels like a fucking red room, honestly. It feels like a red room. He's keeping at it. Keeping fucking at it. What a fuckwit. I fucking hate him. Seriously. After sifting through all the predators, there were some pretty cool people to chat with. Yeah, just the idea of talking to someone on the other side of the world on a PC. Yeah, exactly. That was the coolest part of these chat rooms. I agree, Scarlett. Yeah. But did you mind if yes, I'm replacing Milena as my best friend with you. She's getting left in the fucking rubble. Last tanker. You want to replace me as your best friend? Fine. Go and get your, other best friends, okay? Go on. Go fuck your other fucking cocksuckers, okay? Fine. You want to replace me? Fine. I'm going to go on a date with Jen. What's a red room? Remember when you had to buy duels? Thank you. A red room is one of those sort of like, it's like a deep web thing where you go into like a it's essentially a live stream, and the viewers pay to watch somebody do terrible things to another person who is usually a kidnapped person or just somebody that they could, a prisoner of theirs, and you get to pay to get them to shave their hair off or cut certain parts off. Anyway, that's a red room, and this feels like a red room. He's like, he's pushing it. He's creating his own fantasy. He's creating his own porn right now. It still kind of blows my mind to this day when I stop to think about a legit Melan's talking from across the world to me, and I can hear. I know, it's wild. That's wild. Then, by the way, thank you to everyone who set up really late, listening to listening to me. This is great. I'm still gonna keep going. I don't know about y'all.
Okay.
Tell me when you're done.
Okay.
How much further did you put it in?
A little bit. I feel weird doing this.
LOL. You're alright. It's just you doing it. LOL. How did it feel that time?
It was okay. Do I gotta do this?
Not if you don't want to, sweetheart. Do you want to do it anymore?
Not really.
Okay, then don't do it. Rules.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Aw, hug.
Do you feel better knowing a little more about it? LOL.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Have you ever, Christ. Have you ever seen a boy's penis?
But don't do it till you're ready to. Sorry, I'm just ordering myself some food. We've got more. Yeah, you've got more stamina than you'll ever fucking realize. I'm sorry, Hunter Crunch, for questioning your level of stamina. I do apologize, but seriously, thank you. It's pretty gross that you guys are still here. Yeah, fading disgust. Exactly. No, I bet he's hard right now. Reading this. Chloe, she doesn't want you to take a fucking piece of it. Yeah. Yeah.
Not in real life. I mean IRL.
What's not IRL? LOL.
LOL in real life.
Oh, LOL. Where have you seen one?
Pics.
Oh.
Smiley face.
LOL. So you've been trying to see one then? LOL.
LOL, no. One of my girlfriends had a magnet and it had guys in it. I forget what it was called. Anyways, we were at a sleepover and we were looking at it. Smiley face.
Laugh my ass off. In other words, you want to see one, LOL.
Well, I guess.
Oh, Tanka.
No.
Tanka, stop, girl. It's very sweet of you to say. Yeah, it's I missed you guys. It's like I wanted to hang out with everyone, do streams again, and be like, hey, let's party together. Yeah, Tanka, did you actually want to talk? Do you want to because I'm just thinking we can once I finish this call, you want to jump on Skype or something?
LOL.
It was funny. They was all naked.
The boys in the pics?
Yeah.
I usually make you when I'm here at home. LOL.
Pot pie.
Really? Why?
Yep. Because it's comfortable. LOL.
Oh.
Are you disappointed that I'm not naked right now? LOL.
I don't know.
Frankly, Lorne, I'm disappointed that you are.
LOL.
Smiley face. Why would I want to see you like that?
LOL, because you're curious. LOL. Do you want to see me like that? LOL.
I don't know.
LOL.
I guess if you want to show me.
LOL. I knew you were curious. LOL. Hang on, I need to turn my AC off.
Okay.
I knew you were curious. LOL. Fucking shit.
Okay, I'm back. You miss me? LOL.
LOL, you weren't gone long.
I know I'm good. LOL.
LOL.
So, you want to see me like that?
Okay, I guess.
Okay. I don't know what that sign is. It's probably the face. LOL.
OMG.
Feel better now? LOL.
LOL, smiley face.
How are you feeling? LOL.
Embarrassed.
Why? LOL.
Because I saw you naked.
Jesus Christ. LOL, would you like to see how close you can get a better look at it? LOL.
Oh my god.
So that's a funny. That's a funny one. Yeah. Yeah, he can twist anything to fit the narrative in his fucked up mind. Exactly. He's magic. He's absolute magic.
I guess if you want to show me.
I guess.
LOL. Smiley face or whatever it is.
What? Oh my god. Smiley face.
Better now? LOL. Don't tell anyone. LOL.
Okay. I won't.
How do you like getting a better look at it? LOL.
It was pretty cool, I guess.
Yeah, it's like she was. Yeah, exactly. Night Driver. He was almost as if in his mind, it was like she was aching to see it. Like she was hinged on actually seeing his revolting junk. It's like, oh, I just need to see it. I just need to see it, Lauren.
LOL. If it was daylight, I could put the cam up. I could put the cam right in a place where you can look at it all you want it to. LOL. Are you watching? LOL.
Yeah, smiley face.
LOL. Want to see it more? LOL.
I guess if you want to show it. LOL.
Oh. LOL. If you want to see it more, I'll show it to you. LOL. LOL. Do you want to see more? LOL.
You like showing yourself naked.
Just want you to know what it looks like if you want to know that. LOL.
Oh. You show.
All right, guys. I'm okay. Yeah, Tanka, call me when you're ready, girl. Actually, you know what? Like, hang on. I want to see. This fucking sound. It's pretty intense. Oh. Hello? Can you hear me?
Hey.
Hey! Hey, precious!
Can you guys hear me?
Say in the chat if you can hear. Tanka.
Look at the two of you dancing
That way. You're lost in the moment. Scarlett, you knew I was speaking to other guys. I'm sorry. I'll send you some brief pics. I promise after this. You know.
She can always ask me for some brief pics. Why are you so special? Why doesn't Scarlett love me the way I love her?
Listen,
I loved her first.
Listen. All right, everyone has. We can all have a piece of each other. Don't you worry. I'm an open book. But yeah, I mean, it's all good. So yeah, Tanka, how are you doing? How do you feel about this particular phone call?
So, there's something. Listen, I always try to be as empathetic towards Lorne as my conscience will allow me to be, given what he's done, right? In this case, I have none. I have no sympathy for him whatsoever.
Yeah.
He's had this one coming for a long time.
Yeah.
I was really surprised when this call first was announced. because once again, I couldn't believe that it was an actual thing.
Yeah.
Right? It was like with his YouTube channel and then with his eBay page. I couldn't believe that it was an actual thing, and yet here it is. For so many levels. I mean, for so many reasons. I mean, why would he do this? Why would he put himself through this kind of torment? You know, it doesn't make any sense. Why do you think that is, Milena? What's your take on that?
Oh well, I mean, I think I think he wanted to get with Debbie. That's essentially what that was. With Debbie or Casey. I think it would have been Debbie at this point. But I think that's what the intention was. Like the mere hope of hooking up with her if he did this was enough for him to actually put him through this heartache. And yeah, because if you recall, he did the same. He was reading the chat log with. His reaction was entirely different.
Okay.
Yeah, so he was laughing. He was having like a good old time. You know, he was having the best time. It was like as if it was a joke. He was treating it like it was a joke, because Winnie was treating it like a joke. Because like she was just pretending to be. She was putting on her crazy Kayla voice, and they were having a laugh. But because Debbie takes the shit far more seriously than he does. There you go. That's he was just she was the center of his desires at that point. Yeah. What do you think about that?
You're absolutely right, but there's another aspect to it. So, when I joined your stream earlier, rather when I joined the comment section, when I realized that you were streaming, I left a comment saying that I find it baffling how the only interesting aspect of Lorne's entire life is his charge.
Yeah.
There's nothing else.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's so boring, and he has nothing to offer anybody. So there's an element of that here that's on the display to where the only thing that he can offer her, right, is the betterment of himself by reading the chat log with her.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's like this is all he really has. There is nothing else that he can dangle in front of her to kind of show her. Listen, I'm willing to be a better man now. Right?
Yeah.
Right?
I see what you're saying. It's like I feel, but if that could definitely have been another layer to it. And I think the reason why he was doing this with Debbie is because he wanted to be better for her, not for himself or for, which is the whole point of it. Because he thought that maybe if he sort of confessed, if he kind of bared his soul before Debbie, then it would be a sure's way, like, you know, she would definitely be more interested in him after that. So it would be kind of like, oh, well, you help me out, you know, I'm gonna, you know, now that, you know, if I do this, you're gonna be interested in me, you're gonna be involved with me, and then I'm going, you know, we're gonna be living happy together ever after. You know, you're gonna help me through all my shit, and that's it. So I think there was a bit of that. Yeah, I think he wanted to better himself for her, which is the problem. Like, he wants to quit smoking for his partner. Like, it's so stupid.
Yeah, you're right there, Hunter Crunch. It's the comment room. You know, a lot of you have some really stupid things to say about some really stupid things.
Fucking Lorne. I know. Yeah, yeah. I by the way, the comment room today was absolute fire. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, man. Everyone was on fire.
I know. It was
everyone was just hitting those notes.
Yeah.
There are many things that I love about the TCAP community, but that is one of them. Is the unrelenting amount of inside jokes. Right?
Yeah.
It's just bullet after bullet, man. They are on rapid fire and straight out of pocket. We can't say anything without them making some kind of a reference, and it's actually quite fantastic.
I agree.
We're just never safe from some kind of a reference.
I know. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah. I just. Oh my god. Yeah. I love like everything. nearly everything that we say to each other, like even just sort of casual conversation, you can just slot in at least 5 different TCAP quotes in that just one conversation. It's just fantastic, you know, like. But yeah, I don't know. My favorite will always be, you didn't have to take a shower. Like, that is my. It's just sorry.
You didn't have to take a shower.
You didn't have to take a shower. He just trembles on that.
That was Baron Wolfstrom, right? Who said that?
Yes, it was. Baron Wolfstrom was he looked like I think he would have been like the violent types, like he just had that sort of air about him. Yeah, like Lorne, because I'm just thinking, like, would you be afraid if you saw Lorne, like, in person, and he actually saw you and you guys, like, had that moment of, like, engagement? Like, how would you react? What would your reactions be if you saw him?
Let me see. See, that's a really hard thing to imagine.
Yeah.
So, for anybody who doesn't know, I actually called Lorne one time, and I got to talk to him for about 2 minutes. For anybody who didn't, I already told that here on the Elena's channel a while ago. Rather, I revealed that. But Lawrence Princess posted his phone number on the Church of God Facebook page, and I happened to get the notification for it, and it had only been 4 minutes. It had only gotten 2 likes and no comments, and so I thought, maybe nobody's called him yet. So I decided to do it. I was in the middle of work, and I called him, and the phone rang 4 times, and then he picked up, and when I heard his voice, hello.
Was he in the shower?
No, he was driving.
Ah. Awesome.
I could hear him drive track. In the background, I could just hear the engine, him having to shout over it, sort of.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I just had to pause for a second because I felt my chest tighten. It was actually him, right? I was on the phone with him. He was no longer a character, and so I even though I knew it was him, I had to pause a second and ask, "Hi, is this Lorne Armstrong?" And I heard him. I could hear his tension, his being careful, right? All of his awareness, his suspicion, and he said, "Yeah, who's this?" Right. So in that moment, I got a very small taste of what it would be like to meet him, right? To kind of see him in person. And what Andrew Burkett says about how Lorne seems to have this kind of dark aura about him, that definitely comes across on the phone as well.
Really?
He's downtrodden. Okay, he is. There's nothing that feels good about talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
So I have to imagine that if I saw him in person, he would be frightening in the sense that I would want to stay away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm not so sure that I would be afraid of him. In fact, I might be very curious, and I would have to go up to him and talk to him, just because of the kind of person I am. I would have to make contact. Meeting Lorne would be like meeting Christian, where I would walk up to him and say hi. But there would be that initial feeling of this guy is the fucking devil. Like, he is dangerous. There is something about him. That just feels draining to the human soul.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense.
Yeah.
He would also be the kind of person who just, I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it, but Lorne just looks dirty. He looks very unkept. He looks like he smells. I can see his odor.
Yeah.
I can see, right? So, hey Webbs, what's up, pal? It just wouldn't be in. I can't even think of the terminology. It's like he just wouldn't be inviting to talk to, right? He just isn't a pleasant person.
Yeah.
I can see his odor and I can see his decay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
What do you think? How would you react to seeing him in person?
It's funny because, like, you know, you can tell a lot about a person's appearance, and I know a lot of people have it's like, oh, you can't just judge a book by its cover, you can't judge an appearance and da da da, but there are certain you can pick up a lot of red flags from appearances, like I don't you remember that guy I was telling you about, the one who never brushed his teeth for like 6-7 years, and he was essentially my introduction to the neckbeard nice guy kind of incel kind of group, and he had a very unkempt appearance. He was very, and he just had a very sour and very pessimistic perspective on everything, and including the people in his life. So it's in Lorne's appearance shows that as well. Like he had this sort of like unkempt, like, and I'm not talking about people who are like, you know, who want to go for the more natural kind of, like, you know, having the long hair, and not the long hair, but the dreadlocks, and, you know, the kind of like the bohemian look. But there's just something, you can just tell there's something not quite right in the person with someone's choice of presenting themselves. Like, yeah, he would be someone I would very much so want to avoid at all costs. Like, or at least I would, any time that I would have to communicate with him, it would be with another person involved. I don't know if I would be scared of him, but if I didn't know Lorne, and it came out that, yeah, he was on the RSL, I would be like, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I figured as much, you know.
Right.
So that would be, yeah, that would be definitely that, and yeah, it wouldn't shock me in the least. But he has that very dark aura. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm actually quite curious now that we're talking about it. I wonder what Lorne's kind of idea for dressing nice would be like. Like, say he was invited to a dinner, or he had a date, or some kind of a job interview where he would dress nice.
Yep.
Not black tie, but he would dress nice.
Neat. Yeah, neat. Yeah. That's a great question, actually. I would say... Oh, wait, do you have an answer in mind?
I have my answer in mind, but I would like to know yours.
Okay. So if he was going... Well, I think he would wear different things for different occasions. Oh, wait, maybe... No, actually...
All right.
Yeah.
Let me give you a scenario.
All right.
You're Lorne's girlfriend, and he's taking you to a cookout with his family to meet them for the first time.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yep. All right. I would say he would have... Oh, I mean, if it's with his family, I don't think he would actually dress... I don't imagine him wearing something with a bunch of holes in it, but I do imagine him wearing something that's fairly worn and been a bit more neglected, and so I don't think he would really care much for how he would, like, I don't see him actually wearing something with, like, as I said, like shit stains and holes and whatever else, but it would be something like the pink salmon tank top. I can see him wearing that. And yeah, but if we were gonna go out somewhere, to like a diner or whatever else, or Macca's, I would say probably like a polo shirt that he would wear, maybe even to a job interview. Like, I can see him wearing a polo shirt. Yeah. What about you?
That's basically it. Like a polo shirt and jeans. I think is as good as you can get with Lorne. He would always be wearing sneakers or tennis shoes. Usually all worn. Kind of person who has more than 3 pairs of shoes, and I imagine all of them are all worn out.
Yeah.
There isn't a single that he kind of holds off for special occasions that he can look nice.
Yeah.
Presentable. Yeah, exactly. Staying a polo shirt from Walmart. April. April says bohemianism is one thing. Lauren's just too lazy to bother with basic hygiene.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's that, but Lorne gives me the impression that he doesn't realize how much he smells. Like, he is unaware of how much, and I'm not ragging on anybody who smokes cigarettes, but he smokes so much that you can see it in his skin.
Yeah.
Right? The quality of his skin and his teeth and his ears and his lips and whatnot He has smoker's lips too. That's
He
another thing.
does.
That is a real thing.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
smoke-
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think he realizes. I genuinely do not think that he's aware of how off-putting he is visually.
Yeah.
I mean, he isn't a. This is a controversial thing for me to say. I don't think Lorne is ugly by proxy.
Mm.
But his lack of taking care of himself makes him ugly. If
Agreed.
he took better teeth and whatnot, if he took better care of his skin, if he took better care of himself in general, if he drank less and whatnot, if he would just shave his head bald all the time,
Yeah.
right? Because the top of his head, just take ownership of it.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait a minute, didn't he shave
he
it?
was-
Sorry, didn't he shave his entire head at one point?
I think he did for a while, but it was
Yeah.
upon Winnie's request.
Right, okay. Yeah.
And I don't think it lasted. I don't think Lorne has it in him to shave consistently. Right? He'll just let it go and then worry about it tomorrow, and you know it'll be a consistent rollover.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. I don't think Lorne realizes how off-putting he is. What about you? Do you agree with that?
Yeah, it's yeah. I mean, well, something that Jess H pointed out. Like Lorne does take a lot of shower videos, so we do know that he does at least perform basic hygiene. But yeah, he just has this sort of like poor health to him. The drinking has obviously taken a number on him. The smoking has taken a number on him. You can see prison on his skin. The general stress of his life is making him age drastically faster than somebody who would be in their early 50s. Like, fuck, I mean, I've met many people who were in their like late 40s, early 50s, and they, and Lorne has appears at least 20 years on top of that. So it's there's no amount of soap in the world that will be able to make him look clean, even if he was wearing, say, even if he had the ability to afford better clothes and actually had an eye for fashion, I think he would. All those issues would be still showing on his skin, and that yeah. What do you think?
Absolutely. I'm just gonna cut in here.
Mm-hmm.
The Lorne identity is in the chat right now.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I have watched your stream from last weekend maybe 8 times, front to back. I just listened to it in the background. That was some very quality stuff. I think that last stream was your best work so far, and it's given me a lot of joy. It's given me a lot of disgust, and quite frankly, I can't get enough of it. And your commentary turns it from gold to platinum. It just elevates it. So thanks so much, pal, for your hard work and whatnot. Also, you have a badass beard, brother. Lorne, to go on with the conversation, Lorne also has a way of deluding himself into thinking that he doesn't look bad. So we see it all the time when he's confronted about anything, any kind of a negative trait of his. Oh, it's the last tanker, buddy. Not Tank Boy, but the last tanker too. Tank Boy is the one who actually can contribute to the community. So Lorne has a way of constantly being in denial and expecting that the person that he's talking to, that he's in denial to kind of follow along with his thinking, with his realm of thought, with his lack of logic. So if you were to tell Lorne, listen, your skin looks terrible, he would say something along the lines of, well, no, nobody else fucking complains about my skin. Everybody else does. I look young. Right?
Yeah. Exactly.
But you know what's interesting is that it's usually his girlfriend or his quote unquote girlfriend, who would be telling him the honest truth. Like, you do realize you're kind of ugly, right, baby?
That's my favorite. Like, it's not your fault. Like, you know, just own it.
And look, looks don't even matter.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Yeah, looks don't matter. Yeah.
So I'm just very curious as to who's telling him he's good looking. I don't think anybody is. I think maybe his mother does, and maybe Roy. But he has a way of being in denial about any kind of a confrontation. He even something as minuscule as the way he looks, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Lorne is definitely unaware, and it's I think it's one of those aspects of him that just makes him fascinating to listen to, because he's so oblivious to the obvious.
It's interesting because because when I was watching, I'm going to use Kitchen Nightmares as an example of this. But, like, you know how when Gordon Ramsay goes to those restaurants and then he says, your food's shit, and then the owners or the chef or whoever is like, well, no one else has complained about it, and the restaurant's just empty. Because Gordon says, like, well, a lot of people wouldn't actually come up and tell you how bad your food is. They just leave and they never come back. They vote with their feet, and that's kind of like it's very, very similar to Lorne, where he's just because he hasn't had anyone go up to him and tell him, like, you're ugly, because a lot of us wouldn't do that to other people because that's rude. He would be, to hear it would be kind of like that would be his sort of that would be, I can imagine that being his reaction. However, I find it difficult to believe that he can look in the mirror and say honestly that he looks good. It's just impossible for me to think that, because it's like, because I've seen you've seen some of his some of his earlier photos, like when he was in his teens, in his late teens. Like, he actually looks good looking there, which is the wild part. But it seems like like his mind is sort of stunted in that particular age, so he thinks he looks the same minus the hair. He would look the same as as he is now. So it's and I don't know. I think there's some sort of real stunted. Well, obviously there's some stuntedness there, but even with his looks, or it could be just another level of denial and delusion, where he's so desperate to believe that he's actually good looking and he can hook up with any woman he wants just off his looks alone, because he's Lord fucking Armstrong. So, hey, Delily, how are you?
Lorne is cute, built good. So
cute and built good, yeah. You got me there. He is cute and built good.
I'm gonna be as objective as possible, right? If I'm gonna be as fair to Lorne as possible.
Okay.
I gotta say, okay, he does have really nice arms. He has nice thick forearms, which I'm a little jealous about myself. Oh yeah, for anybody who doesn't know, I have a stutter, so if I get caught, go ahead and make fun of me.
I will, don't worry.
Because I don't give a damn. Well, Lorne has these really, really thick forearms, which I'm actually a little bit jealous of. Like, his wrists are just really large. They just take up a lot of space.
Just about that.
And as a person who's an avid weightlifter, I wish I had his natural build as far as his arms. He also has nice broad shoulders. I gotta give him that, right? We gotta give him credit. So there's hope for him. The problem is that he doesn't take care of himself, right? Lorne would just look so much better if he would take care of himself and just embrace his baldness as well. A little facial hair also wouldn't harm him if he were to take care of it.
Yeah.
Lorne, if you really think about it, right? This is a controversial thing to say, but Lorne is 50 years old, so he doesn't have to be. He doesn't have to be as decayed as he is.
Yeah.
He can actually be in the prime of his life.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He can be,
Mhm.
being male. He does have that. I mean, it's not that there aren't good-looking women, in their 50s, but men has the immense. Lorne has the immense potential to be a very good-looking 50-year-old man, but his actions have fucked that up for him. So he's fucked himself over, which is something he constantly does. Now, in his defense, as far as the delusion goes, I don't think there's anybody in real life, face to face, that actually shows him any kind of attention. People might smile at him and whatnot, just to be polite. As I understand it, the people in Maine are quite polite, actually. So they have the reputation of being very homey and very. They have a small town mentality where everybody's really nice to each other, which is fantastic. So Lorne might misconstrue a lot of that kind of attention. People who just wave at him for the sake of being nice, right? He might misconstrue that as them being interested in him or admiring him or thinking that he's cool, right? When that's not at all. But in his defense, he does seem to have women over the phone who are interested in at least humoring dating him.
It doesn't help, does it? Yeah.
One of which was 18 years old. It was like 18 or 19 years old, being Rhoda. So he has it in his head that he is attractive enough to potentially date his girlfriend's daughter. So that doesn't help him, you know.
Yeah.
He's living in just a very strange parallel. What a Twilight Zone, right? What a
and
Lorne.
I mean, and it's just interesting that you mentioned like with the catfishes as well, how like they sort of like feed into his delusions that his looks are his looks can pull people in, and of course they humor him with that, but of course he believes it's genuine. It's a genuine interest. What I think it may have been, no, it wasn't Casey. It was I think it was at this point Debbie. Well, one of the Tiffany characters. She said, she's like, oh no, you're not my type or something like that. You don't look good enough for me or something like that. And I think that was probably if he had more of that. Like, and actually had somebody, but whereas with Winnie was like, oh yeah, you're ugly, but I still love you, who cares? Whereas Debbie was like, nah, you're ugly, I don't want you. I think if he had more of that, then maybe he would start getting the point, but the hint. But I don't think even if all the people started to talk to him and they would. I said like, listen, Lorne, I'm not interested in you in a romantic sense. You're too ugly for me. Then he would just deny and be like, oh, you're wrong because my mom told me I'm good looking. So my mom.
Well, he might actually demonize the person who's saying that to him.
Yeah.
Like, you must only be into this for fucking looks. You aren't into it for the fucking person. It's the person that fucking matters, right? That's the way he is.
Yeah, exactly. That is something that he would definitely he would it's so funny. It's like he would demonize a person if they cared about money. He would demonize a person if they cared about looks. It's just like because he knows he doesn't have any of those things. So part of him is already aware that he's already aware enough that his looks are not where he wants them to be. So
right, that and he wants to be everybody's moral superior.
Holy shit!
Which is bizarre. You would think that, I don't know. I don't know about anybody else. Maybe I'm an asshole for saying this, but it is within my criteria for anybody that I date, for them to be at the very least my moral equal. Right. They have a very strong sense of morality, or else I want nothing to do with them. That's that's even for friendship.
Yeah.
You and I wouldn't wouldn't be friends, Milena, if I didn't feel like you have a very strong moral compass. You know, and however, you really are a very nice person. You really are. You genuinely are. So therefore, you don't need. You don't have a need to feel morally superior to me or anybody else for that matter.
Yeah.
Right? Because you don't have anything to prove. Because you are a nice person. Lorne isn't that way.
Yeah.
Lorne needs to bring people down and constantly point out their flaws and whatnot.
Yeah.
And say these over the top things. Really trying to drive his points home in order to feel like he's.
It's. Yeah, and
moral
it.
superior.
Yeah.
Looks don't fucking matter.
Looks so.
Yeah, we know that, Lorne. We know that. We've been told that we're 5 fucking years old. And anybody who's anybody knows that you shouldn't treat a person bad based on their looks. Stupid.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah. It's yeah. It's funny. He only judges. He's very quick to call people out for judging him on his looks, on other people's looks, but he of course it doesn't extend to himself, because of course all narcissists play by their own rules, and one rule set for them, other rule set for everyone else. And I mean, because I remember there was one particular call where he was talking about, there was one character, like one one of the fake characters, who was actually expressing interest in him, and when he
with Lorne's friend, like anyone of Lorne's friends is a fucking fake character.
Oh, of course, yeah. But this particular person, when he was given the description of her appearance, he was just like, nah. I don't know what kind of appearance they describe, but like there was something wrong with her eyes. And I don't remember what the full thing was, but yeah, like he basically did. They did say that she's a very, very lovely person, and she has a very lovely, she has a very lovely personality. But yeah, he didn't want to talk to her based on how they described her physique to be.
Wow. Okay.
I know.
Yeah, he's unbelievable.
He is.
Scarlet Ebony says that Lorne wants a gold medal and a parade whenever he does anything resembling the bare basic level of human decency.
He does.
Yeah, that's on point.
Mm-hmm.
But I will raise you one. All right, he thinks that any woman he wants ever should give him a piece of ass for the bare basic levels of human decency.
Exactly.
They should choose him over any other potential suitor.
Yeah.
Including ones who are successful, mind you.
Mm-hmm.
Because Lorne, he says something. Because he never does anything that resembles the bare minimum, right, of human decency. He only ever says it because he never follows through with anything he says.
Mm-hmm.
If it isn't constantly harassing you, he's not going to follow through with it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I know. And it's like he only cares to do good things when he knows that there are other people are watching. And that's the thing. So like, but that speaks to me that he knows what he does is wrong. He just doesn't care about them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he's not completely unaware. He can't be. He can't, because it's contradictory. So
Because he's not fucking.
Yeah, exactly. You're not fucking stupid. Actually, hold that thought. Entertain the guests, if you will, Tanker. I'm going to go and put on something a bit warmer because it's getting cold down here in Melbourne. So, give me 2 seconds.
So, guys, Milena and I, when we were, we have these amazing conversations about Lorne when we're off stream. And every time we do it, we tend to think, damn it, we should be on stream because this is an amazing topic, or you just asked a brilliant question, or whatever the case. One of the ones that we talked about recently was there ever a point where you felt like Lorne was genuine in what he was saying? It not only was genuine, but was there ever a point where Lorne was genuine in what he was saying that you could actually back him up on, meaning you agree with what he's saying? And so, for as an example, there was a point where he was talking to Casey, and my favorite Tiffany moment happened during this call, but that's a different topic altogether. So he was yelling at Casey because Casey is mean to Emma, right? He was saying, and he was crying about it. He was saying, you treat her so fucking bad. She's your best fucking friend. She fucking loves you, and you treat her so fucking bad. She's your best friend. Right? I would not have worded it that way. I wouldn't have cried. But I have to imagine that my significant other were mean to one of my friends, or one of her friends, or somebody who was being really nice to her, for seemingly no reason whatsoever, especially just because she's Mexican or racist, whatever the case, based on the other person's ethnicity. I have to imagine I would have a problem with that, and I would say something very similar, which is, you are so fucking mean to her, you are so rude to her, and she might be your best friend. She might be the one person who cares about you, and you treat her like shit. I can't be a part of this. Hey, Melena. I was just talking to the crowd.
Thank you. You've been be talking to any other guys, Tanka?
I've actually been talking to all women. I haven't addressed any of the males.
I'm disappointed.
I'm just following in Joran's footsteps here.
You're just saying a holy hi to all the women.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking hell, Joran. Like, oh my god. Because I apparently, I have one of his very old videos. I downloaded one of them, or I got a hold of one of the download. And it was him when he wanted to sell Lorne Merchant. Do you remember that one?
Really now?
Yeah. Yeah. He basically made like a 5-minute video where he was just like, he found like one of those stores where you can you can put your own logo and design your own T-shirt, and he was like, he typed in like, oh, COD or something like that, and he's like, buy my Lorne merch, I think it might have been a joke, but I think he was just testing the waters and just having a look. If he saw in the comment section that people actually wanted to like, oh yeah, Joran, get that, I think he would have made his online store with like 5 subscribers, you know.
Disguised as a joke, so it wasn't actually a joke. He was just being conniving. He was
exactly.
Being a skeevy little bastard.
Oh, but he played it off as if it was a joke, you know.
Right. Oi. But, Joran's another case altogether, man. He's not quite as fascinating as Lorne, but I gotta tell you, he's up there.
He's right up there. Yeah, he's definitely he's definitely a character.
Alpha Male Derek's old streams where they would read the Joran chat and whatnot. Those were fantastic. Now, not just because of the chats, but because of Alpha Male Derek and how great he was. Right? So I was asking. So do you remember? I don't remember if it was last week or 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But we had a conversation where I asked you, was there ever a point where Lorne was saying something that he was very strong about, that you thought was genuine, and you could actually get behind him on? I mean, you know what? I can be on Lorne's side with this particular topic. And I brought up when he was yelling at Casey because of how mean Casey was to Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember that by any chance?
Yeah, I do remember that one.
We had a bit of a chat about it, and if you wouldn't mind sharing with the chat, was there ever a point where Lorne was very, very strong about something that you could actually get behind?
Well, I suppose it would be when he would get upset and defensive when he believed that that people in the community were trying to contact his mom and trying to get information from him, and from his mom and various other family members. That I could I couldn't argue with that, because I agree. I mean, contact. I don't feel comfortable. I mean, look. I will say, from what we do know about Roy, and of course he had to be contacted in order to get to know him. But he seems like actually like a really like he seems like a good person, just extremely misled, lost, and is struggling. And I do feel for him, and he has genuine love and compassion for Lorne, and even Mama Gwen. Like, she has also a bit of a shady history, but she is nowhere, from what I can tell, the demon that Lorne is. So whenever he starts firing off about, like, talking about getting angry about about people trying to contact his family, like, I'm like, I agree, that's inappropriate. And because his family is not the sole focus here, he is. Of course, we do need to it would always be nice to have a bit of background and a bit of understanding about him, his upbringing and circumstances that brought him to where he is now. But I'm not comfortable with actually people going out there and reaching out to people in his life. It doesn't even necessarily even have to be about his family. It could be like, Tony or Wendy or, whoever else. So, let alone his nieces. Like, that is, I don't know if anyone's actually tried to reach out to them, but I mean, that would be a pretty fucking poor, thing to do,
Right.
honestly.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Kelpil just asked you a question.
Yeah. Oh.
An answer?
Yeah. Do you? What do you think? What do you think should be done with all that? With all the Roy audio? Right.
Tough question.
Yeah, it is really tough. I would say. Okay. I mean, if it's already out on the internet, it's just one of those things you can never really get rid of it, right? But I don't listen to those calls for a number of reasons. I feel icky listening to him talking about his life, but a bit about his situation. Also, I don't, he's a bit. There's no real grip there. Like, I'm not invested in Roy. I'm not there for Roy. I'm there for Lorne. Right. So I don't really, what's there to listen to? Like, I feel bad that he has a brother that's that supportive, of him. So it's kind of like, I would say, I don't listen to them, personally. I certainly don't listen to them, so.
I have a question about Roy, and I'm wondering if you or anybody in the chat has the answer to this one. So, apparently, as I understand, Roy got cucked by his father-in-law? Like, so,
Well,
Mama Gwen's husband
mhm.
Stole Roy's wife away from him? Something like that?
Oh, shit.
If that so I'm just wondering when that happened. When did this happen? What was it? Was it post Lorne getting caught on TCAP, or was it before it? Because if it was before it, I find it fascinating that Roy didn't get into more trouble, right? I find it fascinating that, as far as we know, Roy isn't the one who became a predator.
Yeah.
Considering all that heartbreak, Lorne likes to complain about his mac and cheese and his fucking meatballs, right? But Roy's wife cheated on him with
He's
Roy's
with his
father-in-law.
stepdad, yeah.
Right, with his step. Right.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
No, you're right. Yeah.
With the stepdad. So Sting says he thinks it was pre-Sting. Ha. You returned on AEW, by the way, and that was badass. Little joke there. So I'm just very curious about that. So that being said, what your description of Roy, I 100% agree with. He seems, quite frankly, when I listen to him, he seems like a very sad figure. Like he just lived a tragic life.
Yeah.
And that's not funny. I'm not sure why I'm laughing. But I actually do feel bad for him.
Yeah.
Having to deal with Lorne and his alcoholism is nobody's fault but his own. But I think anybody can empathize with the fact that he's an alcoholic, most likely because of how much pain he's in.
Yeah. And I don't. Yeah, I just, yeah, I feel. I think Roy would be the type of person that could really flourish if he was given the resources and the opportunities to get better. Because I think he would definitely take. Because I don't think nobody. I think Roy is self-aware enough. Oh, more than Lorne by far, to know if he was given a proper shot and had the right amount of patience with the right patience with the right people. I think he would have he would be able to turn his life around, and he could actually feel proud of him, and that's something to be proud of. Like, whereas Lorne would just be always in a state of like, oh, I'm a victim. The whole world's out to get me, and this sort of like feeding into this paranoia and like, why should I change? The world is the one that's giving me all the grief, whereas Roy's like, I am suffering. I am suffering, and I don't know how to fix it. So there's those two things being very, very wildly different. But yeah, it's I think Roy would do awesome if he had the right stuff, the right opportunities. Yeah.
Roy is one of the examples of how mysteriously far Ember was willing to go.
Mm-hmm.
I understand it. I never heard this call, but apparently there's a call where Ember was talking to Roy while he was actually taking a dump, and you can hear him in the background kind of farting, like the turds hitting the bowl. Like you could actually hear it, apparently. And I was just thinking, why would you want to do that? Why would you? For what?
Just mute yourself. That's what I do. But yeah, sorry. Kelpill. Just think if the same amount of counseling was given to Roy that Lorne has received. Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, it wouldn't be a waste then, because Roy would have actually taken that on board and would have turned his life around. I think. Yeah. But again, yeah.
Is what Leo says. Is what Leo said in is that true? Did Roy never engage in phone sex with Winnie?
I'm not sure. I think she would have definitely tried. She definitely would have tried, but I think he kind of like tried to brush her. Oh, but no, there've been some instances where he would get a bit hot and heavy on the phone. But I'm not sure with which character. I don't know who they would have been, because I did hear about.
I've only heard. Well, rather with Emma.
Mm-hmm.
Kelpill says that Roy taking a dump was actually recorded on video, not over a call. So there's
Holy
that.
shit.
Lovely.
Cool.
Lovely.
That sounds delicious, guys. It's gonna make my night. But
Yeah, Roy was also drunk for a lot of it, so in a different drunk for most of it. I would suggest that Roy. I haven't heard enough of his calls to really know, and I don't plan to make a fair assessment anyway. But I do feel like Roy was more of a victim.
yeah. Well, he's being victimized by Lorne. Listen to the way he fucking beats him. What he says to him.
There's that, but I just meant he's kind of a victim
Of of life.
I you know what? Let's not even say. I don't want your channel to get attacked. But yes. So I do feel bad for Roy, and also for Mama Gwen, for that matter. That's another conversation you and I had off stream.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Mama Gwen and the way that Lorne talks to her, the way that he is kind of about her.
Mm-hmm.
And I mentioned that one of my observations, one of many, is that he doesn't seem to empathize with how tired she is. His mother is really old, and she's really tired. She's gone through a lot of shit in her life. He's lucky he still has her in his life, right? she's at that point in her life where she needs to be cherished all the time by her children. Lorne should be weighing on her, all the time. So, I mean, his mother should want for nothing, right? And it's her children's responsibility at this point to make sure that she wants for nothing and that she's comfortable. But Lorne seems to have no problem kind of bringing his problems to her, right? Talking to his mother as if his mother was his friend or his girlfriend or his counselor or his drinking buddy. It's just it's really weird and it's inconsiderate because she's so old.
Yeah.
He's too old to be dealing with his nonsense, with all of his drama, and I don't know. It just seems so sad to me. I really feel for her. I really do. What do you think, Elena?
Yeah. I think. Kelpill mentioned. She still has two sons, two children who are capable of fully capable of taking care of themselves. And isn't that kind of what you want as a parent? I mean, I don't have children, but my goal would be like, I want my kids to be able to rely on me, but I want them to be able to be self-sufficient. And if I have the youngest one being 50 and another one in his mid-50s, to have failed that would make me feel like shit. And not to mention the youngest one being an RSO and being such a drop-dead loser. It's just... like there was something that I think it might have been Amanda James, that's it, Amanda James said during one of the streams, I think it might have been on one of Andrew's streams if I recall, where she said, can you imagine like how could Lorne not care what he has done to his mom, making all the choices that he made and how it would have affected her, because he still imagine. I can see that he would still imagine her to be like, being in her mid 30s or 40s and having all this energy to do stuff, and and it's just he still sees her that way, so he can just like vent and dump all of his emotional bullshit onto her because she will always be his mom and will always have the energy for him. But anyway, the what Amanda James said was. When you have kids, it's like this sort of thing where, you kind of imagine what the kind of person that they're going to be, and you want to imagine like what they will be, what they will achieve in life, and you sort of run down the list of like, oh, is my kid going to be, an entrepreneur or a writer or all these career paths, or even a wrestler or something, like, or like wondering like, oh, and then they would be able to, the parent would, she would go to her friends and be like, hey, my son or my daughter is XYZ, and talk with pride about them. But with Mama Gwen, she can't talk to other people about Lorne because and especially in Maine, the town that they're in, everyone would know that Lorne's an RSO, and whenever they, I can imagine, maybe they're too polite to bring him up, but I think when her friends would ask her like, oh yeah, so how's your son doing? She would just start talking about Roy or something like that, or Paul, or whatever. But
Kelpill just asked me a question. No, I haven't. She's asking me, have I heard the call where Lorne jokes at someone breaking into her house and assaulting her? Her being Mama.
What?
No, I have not.
What?
No, I have not. And you seem, you are very knowledgeable about the Lorne saga. If Milena would be willing to have you, I'd be more than happy to piss off. So you can tell us about that.
Yeah, Scarlett.
I'd be very happy to do that.
Yeah, Scarlett, absolutely, so jump on.
No.
Wait, hang on. Sorry.
It was Kelpill. It was Kelpill.
oh, sorry, it's Kelpill. I'm sorry.
Vitamin.
It was a vitamin. I took a fucking vitamin. Kelpie, yeah, seriously, jump on if you'd like. I'm gonna see if I can I got to figure out how I'm going to merge the core, precious.
Oh, I can just leave.
No!
Oh, okay, she says she can't.
No. Okay. Well, we'll leave it for another time. It's all good. It's all good. If only if you want. Totally fine. Yeah, I'd love to be able to speak to you one-on-one one of these days. That'd be delightful. Because I still have to send you my breed pics. I haven't done that yet, but I will. I'll get to it. I promise. So yeah, what were you saying?
Those are words Lorne dreams of hearing. And he never does, right? Jesus.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I haven't heard that call in particular, but I did hear the one. I mean, I listen to most of Lorne's calls. There are some here and there that I seem to miss, like the one that the Lorne Identity played last weekend, where he's arguing with Ramona. Somehow I had never heard that one, and the Ramona saga being my favorite saga. That was like gold. It was like seeing the lost episode of Star Trek. It was amazing. So she says he'll DM you that call if you ever want to play it.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
So Lorne talks to his mother the way that I don't know, because I don't really talk to anybody the way Lorne talks to anyone. I don't dump all my problems on another individual. You and I might talk about my significant other or whatever the case, but I don't dump a bunch of problems on you. I tell you how great she is instead, right?
Yeah.
Just really weird. So you had mentioned something. You had mentioned that you wonder how Lorne can kind of live with himself, kind of having done everything that he's done to his mother.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yes.
My speculation about that, and this is just speculative, I don't know, is that he's not even aware. Like he isn't aware enough to think about something like that. Things like that don't even cross his mind, right? Lorne feels like his mother always has his back, and his mother is happy to deal with all of his bullshit, and so I don't think it ever crosses his mind that his mother suffers because of what he does, because of his actions. I don't think he realizes how much it hurts her heart to have him for a son.
Yeah.
You gotta remember, everybody. No matter how bad your life might seem, at least you aren't Lorne Armstrong.
Exactly.
Think about that from the other point of view, right?
Exactly. I agree. Yeah. Like no matter how.
That guy.
Yeah.
Right. She has that guy for a son.
Shit.
I don't know Andrew and Shin recap of that trial, of that court hearing. That actually makes me cringe, man. Just imagining his elderly mother having to take the stand, and Lorne playing worried, like jerking forward, and because he felt like maybe she needed help. But he couldn't get to her because he was shackled down, and crying.
Yeah.
And her having to stand up there and say, I need Lorne because he water to a homeless shelter, water that he got for free, mind you, as I understand it. He donated water to a homeless shelter, and he's a great father to his dog, and he helps me out around the house, which you all know he fucking doesn't, or at least if he does do it, it's every once in a long while, and only to upkeep the appearance of being a good son to her, right? He does the bare minimum. I was that way with my mother when I was 15, right, where I would just kind of do the bare minimum to stay in her good graces. Yeah,
but that's that's not even, you know, like, I mean, we all did the bare minimum, I think, when we were teenagers with our parents, you know, and it's, because you can't imagine that they're gonna, you know, that they will ever get tired, or they will have other but they have a life outside of you. I know it's such a wild, it's such a wild thought, but yeah, it's Lorne. Well, he's still a teenage boy. He's still very much so a teenage boy, and he can't imagine, he can't see anything beyond his own nose, and in a way, I kind of there's almost a sense of like I pity him because of that, and I do want to make it absolutely clear I don't pity people I respect. Wait, yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I said that correctly. Yeah, so it's just he's empathically like disabled. Basically, he's stunted. He's can't.
Empathically disabled. That's a wonderful way of saying it.
Thank you.
He's empathically disabled.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And that is being a symptom of him being, I believe, a narcissist. And a lot of people are like, oh, you don't know what the word means, narcissism. I'm like, well, yeah, all right. I'm not a psychologist. I don't have the training for it, nor am I practicing, obviously. But it's just like, if you reading up the shit on the internet, and you you try to mix and match and just figure out where these traits are. He is definitely somebody who has more of those traits, and that's being apathetic to everybody outside of him is definitely a trait of narcissism. So it's I feel bad because I
have an off the wall question for you, just a kind of pie in the sky question.
Okay.
Seeing how we love to speculate about Lorne, right?
Yeah.
How do you think Lorne would feel if his mother were involved in a late December romance?
Oh, he wouldn't like it.
I would like to think that he wants his mother to be happy. I would like to think. Now, I don't think he would like it, kind of the knee jerk aspect of it. Who the fuck is this guy? It's fucking my mom. But I would like to think that Lorne is empathetic enough to understand what loneliness is like, especially in old age. Now, Lorne is in denial about his age, but we all know that he's getting up there in age, okay, and he's lonely, and he doesn't have a girlfriend, and he isn't successful at everything that